Hello.
Hello! We are now live.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Seeing as
Yes, we're live. Thank you.
Oh boy,
Because
hello
Mark
there.
just said hello and like
Hello.
yeah like 3 times. I was like, I don't really know what's going on here. I'm just gonna wait it out.
I don't
Hello,
know.
hello, hello.
I was like waiting for you, and I'm like, well, it's silent. I feel like I should say something.
Thing for you to worry about.
Cool snow.
All
The
right.
screen is blue. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Should be.
it is indeed.
Whoa
The
there.
sky is blue, and so are you. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to welcome to Arkona's accounts on TaleChasers on Friday. I'm Amber, and these are my homies, my cronies, my players.
Hello, Amber.
Oh my god.
Hello, Amber and fellow cronies.
Yes.
I need
Hello.
to say it at the same time, guys, like a Alcoholics Anonymous meeting.
Oh, of course.
We're not enough coordinated for that.
Hello, fellow homies.
Mm,
I feel like I've joined a support group.
yes.
Yeah.
Support group
very
or
much
cult,
This is
you
what it
know.
is.
Did you know D&D, like this entire D&D session is just a support group for me and me alone.
Yeah.
This is my therapy.
Yeah, it's
First
just-
rule of the support group: you don't speak about the support group.
It opens with white chanting, of course. That's the standard opening normally, but
Yeah, that is true. A bit of Dora Man.
Doraemon. Doraemon.
Alright, that's enough of that. Alright. So we're just gonna dive straight into announcements. And I feel like I had two. Like I have one for sure, and I thought I had two, but I can't remember, and I should really write this down. But I'm really bad at this. As you may or may not know, from actually looking at the screen, there's another picture on our little friend board, on our little family
Oh.
picture wall.
Yeah, sure. Let me switch to that.
Oh wait, well
I
what
guess
do you
there wasn't.
mean?
I guess
No,
there
it's
wasn't
the-
any
no,
family
no.
picture home.
I think Amber meant the portrait on the.
You
Oh.
mean the overlay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to switch to the. There's nothing. Like, you don't have to worry about that. That's not important. Coordinated, I tell you, we're really
Yep.
coordinated.
We're
Anyway, Brandon is here joining us today from Long Rest D&D. I've played with them a couple weeks ago with my character Kathy, and now he's here. It's like a little exchange program.
Not to be confused with the antivirus, McAfee.
That is true.
Makes sense, yeah.
Most assuredly not related, not sponsored, but hey, hit us up. Like
The antivirus hit us up.
I need an antivirus because people are in my computer right now playing on Foundry, so
Let me just upload the latest Trojan to the
Upload
site.
a whole
Yeah.
Shrek 2 movie to
we
the
don't look a
image
gift
folder.
horse in the mouth unless it's a Trojan.
Mhm.
Okay. Anyway, Brandon is here, and
Hi.
I think nobody can introduce Long Rest better than he can. So I'm just gonna slowly slide out of the picture and let him do that.
I think you're doing a fantastic job, to be honest. Well, just like Amber said, I'm Brandon or Glodecki, depends which one I go by. I'm the founder and DM for Long Rest. Yeah, here on a little exchange program. It's pretty much the same thing as what you do here on TaleChasers. We tell stories and we have fun. I'm usually the DM though, so this is a completely different angle for me. And yeah, here to have a good time.
Not used to having fun on the DM side. It's mostly just
Oh no, I mean,
wrangling.
I've been a player like 3 times in my 4 years or so of playing D&D, or 3, however long
Oh,
it's been.
Lord.
So.
Oh my
boy.
god.
So sad.
Rough, buddy.
You should have met us in our West Marches Prime. You would have hated this. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, he would have.
The West Marches were great. Never...
All of my characters end up just becoming NPCs, you know? That's the life of a forever DM, so really happy to be here. So thank you, Amber.
That is So it's no problem. Maybe you will be the one thanking the gods that this is over.
That's
Maybe.
not very optimistic.
Should
I
give
have to say.
yourself more credit.
I mean, it's not Amber, it's us.
Ah, I see. Yeah, you're right.
My players are all very problematic problem players. You know, like
Yeah, we're all newbies. You see. so
every
we gotta
session they have a new
take
character
things
because they
slow.
keep player killing, and you
E-
know.
Yeah.
Every session we decide we have to pick which color of the red flag we start waving around.
Yeah.
Oh
Yep.
my
Which color of the red flag? I like that. Yep.
Yep.
Anyhow, because my players are such problem players, 2 players have asked if they could do a recap this week.
Wow. Well, I have an announcement first. Still,
Yeah, you have an announcement. You can do that.
I wave to the camera, but we don't do cameras here. Tomorrow, for those of you that will be tuning in with the TaleChasers, if you do, wish Tony a happy birthday. I'm not sure if he watches this. I think he's at work right now. Tony is not around, I think, but I would like to just have messages of people wishing him happy birthday, if you want to, of course.
Yes.
Because his
indeed.
birthday this weekend.
Tony
And
does
that's
a
my
lot of
announcement.
our stream work on Saturday.
That is
Yes.
I
very-
think all of our stream work on Saturday.
Yes, he does our
Does he
stream
also
work on
play League
Saturday.
with us?
Yeah, sometimes he plays League with us.
Like Aaron with us.
Yeah, he does our stream work on Saturday. We are very thankful for him. Tomorrow it's Siri that will take over for him, but we are very thankful for him doing all our stream work, and we appreciate him a lot. So I would like it if that's a possibility. But that's my announcement.
Okay,
Oh.
that means I can segue into this beautiful blue screen that people are seeing,
Yeah.
which is not a technical difficulty. It is in fact a special surprise.
Yes, because last recap I did was amazing.
It was so good that I asked Mark if he
Was-
could do it again.
It was so
It's my
good. I
favorite
have the
one.
chills.
It's so good that today we'll be doing an even better recap. And what better to do that than with a PowerPoint? With a very important PowerPoint. The Ferris will be
Does he have that
controlling.
much spare time?
Yeah, well, Ferris made the PowerPoint. I made the content of the PowerPoint.
Yeah. So basically, you abused someone else's time. You see.
No, I would have done it, but Ferris already
PowerPoints.
made it before I could start.
Yeah, of course.
But I will be doing the recap, this one of Arc 2, Session 26, with pretty much only memes.
And this is why I wrote a second one in case Mark fucks up again and I need to come in.
All right, let's go. This session started off with us just having revived Caster.
Store.
Castor, and it went well enough. However, as he started reviving, the entirety of the Deep Delvers Enclave just started shaking. Go next. There you go. It just started shaking, trembling, as all the power went in. And as it does, something strange happened. Vittorio Tokas and Zarius all went into a sort of dream state, and Vittorio and Zarius weren't themselves, and they were very confused. Instead, they were guardsmen. Next picture. On the world of Tranche, as we battled what looks to be heretics, as our 2 characters, Tori and Big Boy. Tokas was himself. Go next. After having fought off the people, Tokas was confused, to say the less. And as Tori and Big Boy tried to convince Tokas, who they had known their entire lives, to stand down, Tokas decided to take drastic measures. Go next. Next picture. And shot a chromatic orb into his own head. The moment that happened, Tori and Big Boy had no recollection who the corpse was. Which was unfortunate. They were joined by one of their other comrades that they knew. Another member of the Thunder Jackets. And with the 3 of them at first, they started guarding a broken wall, fighting back against demons and heretics. And we struggled while suddenly we were joined by Sage, with a sniper rifle who fought through the oncoming hordes until suddenly a light burst from the sky, and through it came Castor, coming to help save us as he one-shot a Juggernaut. Go next. We, together, thought we managed to battle off all the invaders with the help of Castor. We thought we were saving ourselves and the people around us. And then the illusion disappeared. And we kind of looked at Castor like, what the shit was that? After we reawoken in our old selves with dreams and memories of the people that we just were. Then Castor decided to talk to us about something that he needed to do. And it sounded like it was another new thing on our agenda, of which we were not too happy. That is mostly what happened last session. Here are some bonus memes made by, I think it was Ferris. I'm not sure.
Wait, there's more memes.
Yeah,
You can't even credit the maker.
I think, if I remember correctly, Barth made this one. The last one
yes.
that's showing.
Yeah.
Lovely.
And
that was the recap.
Yeah.
That was fairly accurate. Yep.
That is true.
That is
Still
pretty
want
much.
to give a recap, Tokas?
I
You
feel-
wrote one.
I mean, I did. I fear that Mark wouldn't know half of what happened last time again, but you know, he surprised me. I have to say. What I can recap instead is what happened yesterday. In fact,
Yeah.
Ooh,
I
that's
was about
good.
to ask.
because we are such a cool D&D group that we don't just play once a week, but sometimes twice. And in this case, we had we could call it half a session on Thursday, so yesterday, where the TaleChasers finally, big announcement, leveled up to 5.
Hey.
Without, not without the gruesome training and the sweat and the blood, but each one of them finally managed to acquire a mentor, and underneath 10 days, a little bit more time of mentorship and training, reached the 5th level. Beginning with Tokas and Lawrence, who shared the same mentor, which was Castor, the newly revived quote-unquote living saint, decided to train both of them.
Him.
Quote-unquote, because we really don't know if that's true. But,
Hey, man, I do.
no, you hope that it's true. It's different.
What? No, I do.
No, you don't.
Fact,
So,
unobjective
anyways,
fact.
Tokas and Lawrence trained underneath Castor for 10 days and a half, taking a little bit more time because they shared the same mentor who wasn't exactly at his full strength. They both learned how big the step between the second tier of magic and the third was, and they had to train particularly hard in attempting to move large masses of magical energy, or weave, as some people may know, to achieve the new state of power. Lawrence learned a nice new ability which allowed him to influence other casters' spells with his meta magic. Of course, others could resist this sort of manipulation, and it didn't come without risks. Tokas instead learned, after a quick talk with Castor, who also was adept at divining, that perhaps divining all the time is not the right choice. Maybe instead of looking constantly at the future, one should have to look at the present instead. And thus, he learned a nice little feature which would help him and will help him and his companion survive some hardships whenever a saving throw will be called for. Then Vittorio tagged along with his friend / adopted child / apprentice Delphine, who was currently training at the time with a one-armed elven warrior known as Lome. And he decided that there was very little other options to choose for a mentor, and so he came to Lome with Delphine and managed to acquire her mentorship after a duel that dragged along quite a bit. Thanks to Lome's elegance and ferocity, he learned a new stance, one that would allow him to be more swift on foot and avoid attacks while retreating from enemies. Zarius, in the end, went to Aemon, the dying, or maybe not much so, god of death and rebirth and life, and learned more about this cycle of renewal, and acquired one more level of his druidic powers, along with a merciful ability that allows him once, for short or long rest, to, instead of killing a creature with a spell outright, simply put it unconscious. After this whole trial and tribulations, the Stargazers were finally ready, or perhaps not, that we'll have to see, to face what was to come. Corvelia, Delilah, the menace of this fourth black moon, and every other, well, horrible and menacing prophecy that they had stumbled so far in their journey.
Thank you.
Very nice.
This is a very accurate recap. Let me quickly. If this guy, I opened the Lucky Loot and I was like, there's people there that shouldn't be there.
I don't know. It loses some points because they would.
White is lagging out
I
a little
agree.
bit, but that's because he's in Italy and they can't afford internet there.
I live there as well, excuse me.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I get... speak.
God damn it.
It was funny, though.
Thanks.
It was kind of funny. I've been preparing the Lucky Loot because it's a nice little nice little backdrop for the party, but then I realized you have like 1,000,001 familiars sitting everywhere and they just don't fit. Alright, this is not going to be intimidating at all. As we are going to... I'm gonna move you out of this folder and into the player folder.
Evolution.
Literally. Leveled up.
This stable looks messy as hell.
Yeah, it is messy as hell. Like, all of you squeezed in on one side.
Oh,
Yeah, it's kind of funny if you think about it.
Looks kind of menacing in my perspective.
It does. It's like a zoo, a walk-in zoo, without the cages.
now,
You just see Lawrence.
One large swarm of medium-sized adventurers.
You just see Lawrence squeezed between Vittorio and Zarius.
Jesus Christ.
Let me pull up the right handout for this.
I mean, it's nice to know that Amber assumes that we all just swap out our pets or familiars.
Some of them
What do you
can't
mean?
be, like, put anywhere, you know?
You don't take out your undead crawling hand and slap it on the table when you have to talk with a stranger?
Well, to be fair, according to the description that I'm sure Amber will reiterate soon, Crowley literally came out on his own and shook the hand of this man, which is
We will get
very concerning.
Yeah,
Don't
and then
worry
the other
about it.
15 familiars do the same, right?
Yes, don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I have the first meme ready to go. Oh, wait.
Why do you already have the meme? We've just started, and it's already... Like, nothing has even happened yet.
Yeah, it's that good.
It's just that good. Alright. We find ourselves in a little slice of Deep Delver's Enclave. Deep Delver's Enclave is... It's a village, an enclave, an establishment set up and run by adventurers, delvers, researchers, explorers, who all seek to learn more about the mysteries of Black Claw Mountain. Deep Delvers was once a part of a very large, sprawling underground city that was first called Batermus by the dwarves who built it, and later Shadow Reach by an enclave of mages, archmages, who forcefully took it over and settled there, working away at their machinations for centuries until they too were stopped. And so this cavern has seen many different hands throughout the centuries and the years. And now it is Deep Delvers for about the past 5 or so years. In Deep Delvers, there is the continuous, cheerful music flowing out of open doors in a place called the Lucky Loot Tavern. Hanging over a second-story balcony are lanterns formed from monstrous skulls. And within the tavern, there's a couple of bars and numerous stables sprawled out throughout the room, surrounding a central stage that has a very, very lifelike stone statue of a dancing halfling who joyously plays the lute. And although the statue isn't moving, the strings play all by themselves, 24/7, 10 days a week, 264 days a year. And it is here that we currently find our band of adventurers huddled around one side of a table, definitely not looking a little bit intimidating, as they have met up with the potential job prospect, realizing that it's actually quite expensive to have a whole menagerie of horses and animals that they want to take care of, and also their own lifestyle expenses. And now they're starting to kind of like they kind of need money. Yeah,
Sorry,
money.
I only have
Yes.
4 platinum left.
This
Yeah.
is what happens, kids. This is what happens if you don't manage your money.
What the fuck?
Giving you guys a little bit of a rundown of what exactly it is that Vincent here is looking for. But perhaps he can best put it into his own words for you.
Okay. Well, in front of you, you've already met this figure who sits in front of all of you. He wears these dark robes and clothes, a mixture of kind of hardened leather and silk robes, almost as if to hide his identity. He keeps himself quite close to his chest. Before he actually sat down and got more comfortable, he did have his hood up and was firmly kind of shrouded by this dark cloak that surrounds him. He has one large halberd that is strapped to his back by a black leather strap. But other than that, there's nothing else to him. What is instantly kind of offsetting is that although he may have this kind of grey demeanor, he actually has quite an open spirit. And as he looks across all of you on the table and sits down with all of you, I guess he will speak his first words as he meets the job. Right, so I go by the name of Vincent, and he puts out his hand and a pouch lands on the table with a small clank of metal. I believe all of you are the riffraff that I've managed to pull together.
The Stargazers, yes, that should be us.
Yeah,
Tokus Molten
yeah.
Top is my name, and he tips his hat. Large brimmed hat with a point at the end.
Vincent, a pleasure. What about the rest of you?
So he kind of looks around. He's like, I'm Zarius Shauran. I kind of Dragonborn, not from here. Just trying to save the world, I guess.
Blink.
Vincent kind of spits out his drink. And is like,
Yeah, he's the funny one. He's the jokester of our group.
Right. Well, that's
Something
good to have
minstrel.
a high bit of charisma. However, I'm glad that you mentioned that you're a dragonborn. Otherwise, I would never have been able to guess.
I know.
Scales gave you away, though.
I get that problem all the time. They normally call me lizard man, so I always feel the need to clarify.
No, they have much bigger teeth. I've seen them up close.
Yeah,
Sweat.
they don't have these
Zarius,
horns.
Zarius, I don't know if you feel like a little bit like sensitive
shame.
with this. Like, are your teeth smaller? Like, are they small?
Oh no, or no, Zarius
Like
takes this.
baby teeth?
Zarius takes this as a compliment. Like he imagines like enlarged teeth. He just imagines like a maw that just the teeth stick out. You know, orc tusks. That's what he's visualizing.
You see Delphine?
Orc tusk? Jesus Christ.
You see Delphine with their big black eyes, like staring at your mouth as well. Like, huh?
Zarius just kind of like, there's no mirror here. It's just like, yeah, thanks. Just kind of puts his hands over his mouth.
Pulls out a silver coin.
Vincent, this young girl, she cannot be older than like 13 or 14. Who's wearing like, I would say by now, pretty faded red cloak around her shoulders, and two of these little pinkish horns curl up and around her face. She turns to you and she extends a hand. Hi, I'm Delphine. I'm not going with you, but I just want to introduce myself.
He'll grab your hand and place his other hand over it. Pleasure to meet you as well. And then he moves over to whoever is deciding to sit directly next to him. I believe it's Vittorio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he'll just, almost in a quieter voice, say, "Is there a reason why you're carrying around a child in your group?"
It does leave a bad impression.
Yeah, Vittorio.
It does leave a bad impression, yeah.
Uh-huh. The reason being we managed to save her after almost, well, let's just say, not good running out in the middle of the road in the middle of the night.
Actually, I'm not a child where I'm from.
Well,
Yeah.
that as well.
Oh, my humble apologies.
Sharp hearing that one.
Also, most of us we're not that much older. Like, he
She's
points at the
carrying
group.
on her back. She's like carrying a practice sword that is like the same size as her.
As for introductions, name's Vittorio, and, well, I suppose monster slaying is what I do most of the time.
Oh, the monster hunter. We share somewhat a same profession.
Oh,
Raises an eyebrow. Are you perhaps one of those, witches as well?
Oh, no, magic scares me. I'm more of
Nice
more of
looks at the
the
rest.
iron and wood kind. I rely on my own skill rather than magic to help me.
I see. Well, that's commendable. I will have to warn you, though. Points at himself, then Azarius, then at Lawrence. There's a lot of magic going on here, so I hope you won't be too afraid. If you have to, you can turn around.
As long as it's not pointed at me, big guy, I'm more than happy to stick around.
I assume that goes for anything that doesn't help you. I'd like to, make sure you stay alive.
Oh, well, sure. I mean, any healing is welcoming. Just don't pull my insides to my outsides.
So he shrugs like, yeah. But some folks still have a problem, even if it's healing magic. So I wanted to make sure.
Yes.
Wow, you guys have a
I
real
think-
set of skills amongst you, huh?
I think on that note, that'll finish off on me. I'm Lawrence, the healer of this group. I'm a priest, but I think, as you so dutifully put, I can very much make insides go outsides, should the need arise.
You're gonna see Vincent take a big bite out of bread or whatever may be at the table and look over to you. Wait, you got a priest with you as well?
Yeah.
Yep, it's a long story, but Lawrence is indeed a priest of
Sorry.
sorts.
Sorry,
You
shrugs.
mean
Like,
of sort? I'm
Yeah.
a priest, Tokas.
Oh, well, I
Yeah.
suppose you are. Haven't seen you
Yeah.
preach in a long time.
like
Yeah,
he's
that's
he's an
in the
actual.
fair
middle
point.
of a.
Victor
My
just
friend-
nod.
My friend Siren always says that I should tell the joke about the priest and the wizard and the monster slayer that walked into a bar, but I forgot how it ends.
Well,
And
Uh,
also, there was
don't
also a
remember it.
Morensian merchant in it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Sure, there was a Morensian versus.
What did you just bet?
Jesus.
Oh,
So
it
it
looks
just
like
looks
I've
like-
definitely hired the right group for the job anyway. In it for you, and I'm going to, with my hand, push forward the pouch that I placed on the table earlier. I'm going to push it closer towards the rest of you. With your help, there's 150 gold pieces in it for your group.
Straight to the point, I see. I like it.
Mm.
Tokus will reach
Darius,
for the
could you
pouch.
pass that over to Delphine?
He
Maybe
grabs
she
the
can give it a
pouch.
count.
He
I
grabs
can
the
do that
pouch.
myself, Lawrence.
Reaches
Thank you
over.
very much.
Darius has already
Well, I
reached it
just
over
thought it would
after
be
being
better
asked.
to, help her with the counting. She's trying to get better at it.
You count.
Other
Also-
around 50 in there.
I'll count them myself, don't worry. And he'll give you a wink.
Amber will count.
Reed is going to try and count, but this may take a long time.
Damn it.
Whilst
You
that
are
is
right.
shuffling, also anything that we do find in this small adventure, you're more than happy to keep for yourselves. I'm not really here to carry any extra weight, and he's going to kind of like bellow his robe. As you can see, I tend to travel light anyway.
Darius looked at the cello on his back.
Alone, it also looks like. Or am I mistaken?
You're going to see him kind of gaze off and then meet your eye contact again. Yeah, alone.
Mm.
I find it easier to take care of things by myself, but sometimes I need the extra muscle, or in your case, magic power.
Well, I
Or
do not
muscle.
wish to be redundant or inopportunate, but someone wise once told me allies are important, and traveling in the mountain, I'll have you know, is quite dangerous. We know of a person that travels alone, but I think that one woman could take us all together.
Someone I'd like to meet.
Yeah.
Big the sweat. Yeah, I'm sure.
No, maybe important as well. Valerianus, Redigang, Pierre, Crawley, and it just goes by
Oh,
all the
yeah.
all the pets.
Ah, yes, of course,
Otis.
pet presentation.
You
We
guys,
do have quite a following of companions.
You guys run a zoo in your spare time?
Mm,
It would be
Not
nice
quite.
if we had the time to do that, but not
And-
quite, as Vittorio said.
And what's with this? And he's going to kind of like poke and shuffle at the hand that's in front of him. What's with the
It's like comfortably sort of sitting next to you. It's like kind of awkward because it's a hand, but it definitely is mimicking the motion of sitting,
I'm gonna
like right
pick.
next to you.
I'm gonna try to pick it up by the wrist and see what it does. I don't know. I'm just gonna hold it in front of me from the wrist.
Quite friendly, don't worry.
Oh, not the wrist.
Doesn't bite.
Probably the claw hangs. You know, he literally just always hangs limply for a moment, and you're like, "Is it dead?" And it begins to wiggle its fingers, "Whoo,
Wiggle wine.
ooh."
It's just Master Hand from Smash
Ah.
Bros.
A crawling hand. Well, I've always wanted a third hand.
What do you do?
It's not for sale.
Nah, it's a bit too creepy for my style. And I'm gonna try and put him on my head as a hat.
Masterful.
I love this already.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
man.
just on your head. He grabs a
bless.
hold. He grabs a hold of your man bun. Just a hold for to keep hold,
Love
like
it.
a hairpiece.
I think it suits me.
Darius has a hard time containing his laugh.
I'm not sure if it'd be a compliment to say that it does, but Yeah, that is Crawley. I think it does have a name, if I'm right. And
Yeah.
Tokus turns to
That
Lawrence.
is the name of Crawley.
Oh, well, pleasure to meet you, Crawley. I'm going to try and shake hands with a floating hand.
Crowley will shake your hand, but he has no way of moving himself, so it's just him being shaken up and down.
I heard crawling hands are in fashion nowadays.
There's a firm
they now?
handshake.
I have come
What?
across a lot of people in my life, and you guys are the weirdest. And I'm going to set the hand down on the table.
Azarius kind of grins and looks at you. It's like, says the man that just put a severed hand on his head.
That is quite weird, yes.
Yeah,
I'm inclined to agree.
I never said that I was normal.
Well, I
Yeah.
suppose abnormal people meet each other every day.
Very
That's
true.
fair enough.
And thus we find ourselves here.
Which, I've got to say, Blackclaw is quite refreshing to be in.
Say
I can
that
actually
after
take
you've
my
been here
hood down
months.
for a moment and be accepted somewhere. And
I,
you're going to see him relax into his chair.
How long have you been in Blacklaw exactly?
A couple of weeks. Trying to find, well, I guess you guys. Or any other information that's going to find me to the Keepers.
Well, I suppose we might help you out with that. We have some information about them already. Not too much, not as much as the librarian or Jace, the shopkeeper. But we do know a few things, and we casually do have a map, rough one, of this place. So that will help out.
That sounds brilliant. At the moment,
but-
I've made almost zero progress. And I don't know the first thing about the Keepers, except they have something that I need.
Points at Vittoria. There's no better tracker than that, man.
He looks over to you and he's like, I know you're kind of short on money's areas, but flattery, I'm not gonna.
So I was like,
Togus throws around. Oh, you're short of money now.
Azarius leans over. It's like, it's a sales pitch, Vittoria.
Uh-huh. No, jokes aside, Sarius says, I know my way around tracking, be that, creatures or people.
Sounds like an incredibly useful skill to have, and one that we'll use.
Mm-hmm. You're looking for the Keepers, but, do you have any idea of, where to start?
Yes and no. So, and I'm gonna put my hand into my cloak and then pull out what looks like a symbol of a key layered over a golden shield, and I'm just gonna leave it still quite close to me, almost a bit defensive, but on the table. I have this, which I'm hoping is going to provide me with some knowledge as to where to go. And
Symbol.
well,
Because you've seen this before.
I have?
Yes. Abraxas had a jewelry box just like this.
Just like the shield, or with the symbol of this shield on it?
Yes.
I guess in Tokus.
And to loot the Dreamlander stuff again.
We'll have to go find their corpses first. But anyways, Tokus raises an
Back
eyebrow.
in their room.
So, yeah, this is my current best lead. Any thoughts?
Well, I've seen it before. I have met a half-elven man who owned, I believe it was a jewelry box or some sort of other storage container with a symbol just like that. And would you look at that? It had the same property. A key of some sort that pointed at the direction.
You'll see Vincent pull quite a big smile. Well, that's absolutely brilliant. That's one more step towards where I need to go. So what do we do now? And he looks at you almost as if you just have the answers to everything.
Azarius looks at Tokas. There's one problem with that.
Yes, well, I know that the problem is that said half-elven man has disappeared together with his merry band.
And the only person that might know more about that is, the tests me.
Yes, I was believing Jace might know as well, since she's the one that sold Abraxas said item, I believe. Do I know that, Amber, actually? Hold on a minute. Do I know that she sold it?
I mean,
Can I make a fair assumption?
not sell this to him.
Ah, wow. Oh, okay, never mind. Scratch that.
Um,
But
just a point. I had two ideas. One
Anyone knows
is
things
that
about. If anyone knows things about relics from the mountain, it is Jace.
yeah.
Please continue, White.
yeah, Lawrence will pipe up and say, well, it is possible that he left such a jewelry box that you're referring to back in his room before he left out into the mountain. I don't know where their stuff went, but it could be worth a look there. Furthermore, we could always scour the maps to see if this symbol appears alongside any point. From what we've seen in the map pack so far, it seems to almost explicitly use symbols as indicators what certain areas of Blackclaw were for.
Ember, was there a item of such kind when we searched through Abraxas stuff?
Did you go through his entire chest?
Yeah, we went through the chest and we found, the copied story of the Seven Sisters, and we found bolt cutters, we found adventuring gear, and
Yeah,
things
sure.
of that kind. So it was
Small
there.
box.
Oh,
No
okay.
more than I would say 2 fists next to one another,
You see,
side by side.
with his large brain, Tokus will bring up that I do in fact remember such an item. I didn't wish to pilfer a missing man's possessions, but I suppose, perhaps with Mazari's permission, we might book it for the time being, or simply take a look at it, investigate it. Which brings me to the other point, and I look at Vincent. Have you had such object magically identified with some sort of spell before?
My eyes. No, that was a poor joke. No, I've never identified it. Sorry.
Well, I might be able to give it a look, and the joke was actually quite nice. Should take me roughly 10 minutes, and however long else will to understand the nature of this object, but perhaps I can gain some more insight in it.
I like this guy. Big brains are useful.
How did you acquire it?
That's not part of the price.
What?
Well, I suppose it is a secret that is not ours to learn.
I just wondered, because maybe that's a clue too.
Well, I suppose we have the next step then. Lauren, since you brought it up, would you like to have a look at the maps, or?
Sure, I don't mind giving it a look through. I'd always appreciate some help on the matter, given how large this thing is.
Fair
Of
enough.
course. I'm always good at reading maps. I can give you a help.
I think it might be better if I help, because if we need to go to Mazadi, it's better that I would not be there.
Well, we might not even have to go to him if we, well, I suppose it's been some time, but if we, pop by the inn and ask if, well, what happened to the belongings.
Could do.
Well, we have
In which
to.
case, it might be better if I do that and leave the map checking with Tokas.
Fair enough.
That sounds quite alright.
Alright, well,
Put down the 30 pounds of book of maps. Push it over to Gnome, who weighs the same amount.
I would look at my metal donkey. You're gonna have to work, buddy.
No, sorry. I reach over to Shelly and pull out the tiniest little book. And
another
the moment
one.
it crosses
Right, of
over
course.
the fucking threshold, it just sizes up.
Yeah.
Oh,
We basically have a walking kettle with an infinite library, which is not exactly infinite, but it's like Doctor Who's cabin, or well, like a bag of holding, but for books.
yeah.
This is Shelley. She's a little automaton, but her library is not very large. However, it can be almost infinite.
Almost.
Almost. She also learns anything that you put inside her, which is great.
Why did
Lauren
it
says,
happen?
stops, realizes what he just said, and then, Amber, I'd like to ask Shelley if this symbol appears at any point in this book. But Shelley,
wow.
Shelley does
You
learn.
imagine?
Learn the stuff. Where is
Hmm.
she? Where is she? Companions.
Mm-hmm.
Familiars, automatons. Shelley, there you are. There you are.
Vincent, there's this thing, this object that Lawrence keeps referring to as Shelly looks like a teapot or a kettle with like two little chimneys coming out the side, and there's like this Pixar lamp like structure at the top that has a single eye in it, and it looks like a crystallized like human eye or something.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Mm.
Vincent's
Quite
just gonna
cute.
look at this thing in front of him. So you're telling me you have a teapot that's capable of reading?
In a sort of way.
You think this
Marvel
eye
in
is for?
technology.
I'm gonna poke the eye.
Do not poke the eye. You will be slapped away.
Everyone be
In
like,
the
excuse
attempt of
me.
being, and I guess in the attempt of poking the eye and then being slapped away, I'm gonna hold my hand and be like, oh, okay.
The
That
eye
eye
is
was
actually
expensive.
real, and it can be damaged.
Yeah.
I'll just put my hands up. Sorry. Is there any tea in there?
No, only
Shelley
books.
We hold
Like
books.
that's not even the weirdest.
Yeah, that makes sense. Teapot that pours knowledge. Yeah, what are you gonna tell me? You got books that pour tea?
No, we have.
No, but there is.
think.
I pull out a book. If you ever wanted to know, read Frere Albert's Guide to Surviving Traps. You can. It's like
I think
one
you
of
guys have
the.
a book of chocolate coins.
Yes, or you actually. She drops it back and Shelley reaches out. So some chocolate coins inside of this book. I open the book. It's chocolate coins.
Why do I even bother asking? Of course you do.
Well, let's just say that all kinds of things can be found in Black Hole.
Not.
True.
Just like a
I
speaking-
wrestled Shelley out of the dumpster of a tower.
It houses
was
a
it
speaking
dumpster?
rat.
Well, that's not from Black Hole, though, but yeah.
No, but it houses.
No,
it.
not really, but Tokus will like reach for a pocket inside his cloak and whoop, pulls out a rat, a cranium rat, actually,
Yeah.
with a tiny cloak that is quite fancy, in fact.
Where do you get the
never
cloak?
ending. They're just never ending, are they? They're just one after the other.
Yep, we have plenty of things, plenty
look-
of surprises, I
yeah.
suppose.
Yeah. Well,
Amber,
let's.
I will put. While people are focused on rat again, I will put a gold coin into the golden fleece. No, I'll put a copper coin into the golden fleece, close the book, and put it back inside Shelley.
Right.
Shelly explodes.
Yeah, I just want to see if it works because I mean it seems to work with like these fake gold coins inside
Nah.
the book.
That's great, though. Like, well, seeing as there's some more spreads, Valerianus, would you like to introduce yourself? Zarius looks at Valerianus.
Ah, yeah, we do have two talking familiars of sorts. One is Ratigan, he uses telepathy mainly. And then there's Valerianus, who is a divine being that embodies a dog with 3 legs and wings.
Nope. No, that's where I put an end.
Too much?
Nope.
Yeah, might be too much. My
Yeah,
apologies.
divine.
Looks
Okay.
tired. He looks like tired of this as well. Like.
I'm just gonna look across all of these familiars as well as the group of adventurers. I'm just gonna look at them all.
Yeah, perhaps
guys
one
are-
thing at a time.
Something out of a fairy tale, you know that?
Yeah, I do. Well, no, most fairy tales end
Oh.
horribly, so hopefully not. But yeah, I can.
You know, I don't think we ever heard that one. Honestly.
No,
Yeah, no, I don't think we did.
Oh well.
In any
Okay.
case, In any case, yeah, we have our work cut out for us. And he looks over at Lawrence. Once you've, he's like, I didn't think you could even communicate with Shelley, but if you can, I suppose that's good. Otherwise, we'll just take a look at the map while you go over to the inn. And if it turns out that Mazati's already picked up the stuff, well, I suppose we'll have to fucking deal with that.
Yeah, cool. Well, I hope from what he said he wouldn't be here anymore, but we'll see.
That might be either good or bad.
I mean, for all we know, they could have just literally dumped the stuff at the market as well. So
No.
Well, I don't believe Mazadi will let them do that, but I suppose we'll see.
But let's get our information so that we might be able to have a place that we can start at.
Oh.
Right, should we move to our tower then for a more conspicuous place?
So who's team map and who's team in?
And whose team am I on?
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, that's a good
Amber.
question.
Shelley can only understand Imperial Norm and Warforged, right?
Yeah.
And does she have any means of communicating with me other than through bibliotelekinesis?
I don't believe Shelley can speak. They can only they can they can
Right.
they can pretty much shake their head, nod, and probably point out words and whatnot,
Okay.
like find the right words that they need to string things together.
In that case, I will ask Shelley to nod her little eye if this symbol appears in this book.
Shelley blinks. Squints at the symbol. Seems to be a moment of processing going on. Or worrying. The little eye shakes no.
Okay, well, there's the answer.
That was fast.
Then it's down to popping over to the inn. Who are you taking with, Lawrence?
Whoever wants to come. As he plops off his seat, opens up both his pockets, which Crowley and Mara zoom inside. He seals behind them. And then says, yeah, whoever wants to come with me. As he and Shelley will plod away.
I'll stand up and do a bit of a stretch. Well, whichever one gets me into action the quickest. Where am I going?
Well, I will need you if we need to know more about your little thing. We'll have a little session of magical secrets. If we can move at the tower, and in the meantime, I'll have to look at the map. If we don't know, well, if there aren't any symbols similar to that, at least we can trace the path that the key is pointing at. See if we find any interesting locations that might refer to, well, whatever you're looking for.
That sounds good to me. You speak good words, Magic Man, and I like them.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right.
Vittorio Lawrence me on the inn.
Sounds good. Let's gonna move on, and
Let's do it.
and he'll also look over to Delphine and he's like, kid, try to not be too late to training with Lomé.
He stares at you wide-eyed. She runs away without another word. She vacates the property.
She was
What
late,
did
wasn't
you?
she?
What did you do?
Nine.
So is she, like one of your kids or something?
Oh no, she was found on the road specifically.
Like an abandoned puppy. Sorry,
Oh.
laughed to himself.
That's awfully specific,
man.
but yes.
Ran into the road in the middle of the night. Almost got ran over.
No sign of a family?
Nope.
Not anymore.
Luckily not.
Luckily.
I just
Yeah, it's a long story. It's a very long story.
suffice. No, he doesn't say suffice, but not with his fucking charisma. He's just like, well, in any case, she, you know, she can take care of herself, and, well, most of us have been trying to teach her a thing or two, and, well, she's doing better. And right now, she's, learning to handle, well, a lot bigger swords than she would normally use.
She can handle swords. She can do medicine.
Mhm.
Right? She can do a lot.
Yeah. Grew up in
That
the.
you guys are there for her. And you'll see a more serious side of Vincent than you've seen until this point. And he'll look back and say, I'm happy that you guys are actually looking after someone that needs you. Not many people have that.
Yeah.
Well,
We
have to
couldn't.
do that. I mean, in the end, you'll have to look after people if you want people to look after you when you'll be in danger.
Zarius' look bitters immensely and says, "Family always comes first."
That
Couldn't
does.
agree more.
It's rough, buddy.
Yeah, Zarius looks really bitter as he says that.
Turns
Well,
into a lemon.
we're not gonna find our solutions to the bottom of our sorrows, so
Yeah.
I say we get
I like-
started.
I like that expression. All right. Well,
let's go.
I'll catch the rest of you once you have done, and I bid you good luck. I'll see what I can do with Vincent here.
Yeah, we'll come back to the tower when we're done.
Once we learn something, we'll come back. Yeah.
Skedaddle.
Alright. Do you want to go to the, shall I go with the people who go to the tavern first? The Raven's Claw?
Mm-hmm.
Very well.
Very well.
On the way there, Togas will warn Vincent about another member of our,
Oh,
of
no.
our group. A peculiar
Oh.
Novostoyan man, fascinating of looks, sometimes bratish, but it just gives color to his personality. His name is Vasily Farkas, and he has a bit of an attitude, but he's a
Why
quite
is
a
you still
fine fella.
using his last name?
He's
Baron Vasily Efarkas of the Crimson Court of Novostoya?
No, just a different one.
No.
Sounds like a lovely
Such a name like
gentleman.
that.
Plus, I still haven't met a single person that I haven't gotten on with, so
Well, that's it's quite an interesting claim. Sadly, I cannot say that myself.
maybe it's the hat. And I'll put my arm around you and bring you in closer, and then have a look at that hat of yours.
Skinship at this moment?
Say, do you think that hat would look good on me?
I think the hat would look good on many people. I didn't pick it for the looks, though. I pick it because, well, I am not really good at combing my hair, let's say, and keeps them all in place.
Right.
And yeah,
That's one
again,
excuse.
I could always give you a bit of a haircut. Maybe you could look more like me.
well, I'm sure I would look like a dashing fellow, but I will.
Stop. You're
I
gonna
will
make me
think
blush.
New shift.
Well,
Where's Karma? Where's Karma?
go
Oh, yeah.
away right now. Well, we'll see about that haircut. Perhaps once the job is done.
Sounds good. Right, where are we going then? Oh, wise ones?
I'll point at the wrecked tower that is pretty much in point of view and the beacon of light that's shooting out of the top. That is our current dwelling. Not the
course
finest
it is.
established you'll find, yeah, pretty much one you would expect out of us.
I should have guessed it. Of course, it's the most wild-looking thing around here.
It
It's
is.
also the largest structure in town.
We opt for particularly ostentatious places. Last time, it was a Novostoyan haunted mansion that we had to free. There was a demonic cult in its basement. We have quite a story for houses and establishments.
Are you guys overcompensating for something?
I suppose we're overcompensating for the wish of finding just a quiet place where we can finally go and take a vacation to. We haven't done that in maybe years. I don't think it's been that much.
Well, that's something I can follow after. True freedom.
That is nice. Would be nice to finally be free of all the obligations that we have, but alas, our duties are not at end yet. And I suppose yours is not as well.
No.
We'll go there and we'll look at said shield, said icon that you have. Then we'll take a look at the map, see if it can unveil to us a few more secrets that we still haven't figured out.
Alright. Sounds like a plan to me.
And thus we'll move to Starsong Tower, where we will find a table and begin the process of identifying this bauble that Vincent possesses.
Right, with you two moving off to Star Song, the rest of the group splits off and moves in the direction of the Raven's Claw Inn.
Go.
It's pretty much next to the Lucky Loon, as many things within the Enclave are literally within a stone's throw of one another. There's a tall 3-story building that is built right up against this hollowed out stone column that rises about 100 feet up into the air. There are 3 spires of shadow steel that have pierced the building's roof and jut out. It's almost like 3 raven's claws.
Hmm.
As you make your way inside, ready to oh boy, ready to speak to whoever is there, you can see that it is only one of Mila's sons who is currently standing behind the desk. It is Sigmund.
Sigmund.
And he appears to be going over some records for the inn. He's got a deep, like, contemplative look in his face, as though he's like running many numbers at once. But when he sees you, he straightens up his posture and he's like, "Ah, good morning."
Good
Morning.
morning, Sig.
Mm.
How have things been?
It hasn't been easy, I tell you.
I'm sure. Well, we won't brew on troubling matters. But, you seem well enough. That's all I can ask for in these times.
He nods.
Anyway, we just came by because we wanted to check on room. I can't remember what it
12C.
12C. Yes, I knew it was C. I didn't know what. We just wanted to check on room 12C because we are aware that the occupants of it are no longer of this world. The last one remaining is still in critical. Look of Vittorio still in critical condition.
Mm.
Up at
He
the
goes through his thick book.
up the thing. Anyway, we just came by to check if their stuff had been moved. Obviously, we don't want to have the room be filled and have that tab run up. Nothing worse than waking up from a coma, finding out all your friends are dead, and having a huge bill.
Hmm. Yes, I know what you mean. 12C. The room has since been cleared out. 10 days ago.
right. That's good. The contents of the room? Do you know where those have disappeared off to?
There was a tall, dark fellow. Paid off the bills.
Ah, Zaddy, of course.
He took some stuff with him, and he told us to leave the rest if it was of any value to anyone.
Right. Yeah, we'll go and bring that stuff up. I don't want to call him Artis. It's
Ardalvin?
Yes, Ardalvin. Go ahead and bring that stuff up to Ardalvin, and the last remaining member of that group.
Lawrence,
When
he's
they
not
wake
here
up.
anymore.
Wait, did Helbjorn pass away?
They left
They left, yeah, like
like a 10 day ago.
Yeah. Mazzani basically like told in that room, basically, I'm taking him, I don't care what you're saying, and took it.
Oh, that's what
Yeah.
happened. I thought he just like left. Helbjorn was still like.
No.
Now he took Helbjorn with.
Okay.
I mean, you could, I guess, ask if, yeah, whatever the stuff that was left, if they still have it here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, with that information, Lawrence knowing that information, then instead he would say something along the lines of, "All right. Well, in that case, we'd like to have a look through some of that stuff. We think that the bard of that group who had something related to another one of his members of the family, the tall dragonborn land, you might have seen him playing in the Lucky Loot.
Standing right there.
Yeah, sorry, standing
Yeah.
there.
Zaris is
on this-
with me?
Yeah,
Everyone
Zaris is
there
right
besides
here.
me.
Everyone is there except...
This
Okay.
guy.
Zaris just looks at
Guy.
you like, points at himself.
Sigmund like is a
Silas.
gruff like nod. He closes his thick guest book and he like
Ugh.
opens a door behind him and goes into like a little storage cubby. And after a few moments, he comes back out with a something that looks like a banana crate.
Banana
That has-
crate.
I
It
hope
has
you
It's
stop.
not. It's like
the
a banana.
crate.
It's
In
a
very-
crate for bananas. It's not a crate shaped like a banana, right?
Made of
No,
bananas.
I want it to be a banana-shaped crate now.
Or maybe it's like a banana themed crate, like a crate with like a banana.
No,
kinda
it's a crate like
textile
you
on
know, like the banana.
Maybe
do
they
you know
made
what
a crate with banana
looks like?
peels, like they glued them all
I know.
together with
Have
sovereign
you
glue.
never
Yeah.
seen a banana crate in your life?
Like
I know.
banana yellow, like that kind of yellow is the crate yellow.
No, are you stupid? It's like a crate that's like it's got like small sides, but then like on the side that have the handle, it's like a little bit taller. Maybe you should just Google what a banana crate looks like.
I know what it is. I'm just.
Why are
taking
you
the
just
mic.
doing?
Let
Why
me
are
let me
you
give you the
doing that to me?
picture
I
of a
believed
banana crate.
you. I trusted you.
Man, so this is red.
Nice.
This is the first red flag of the session. So we
Yeah.
got that under
Flags.
up the way.
Red flags for days.
Here's a banana crate, by the way.
Banana crate.
God
Yeah,
damn it.
that's what I was thinking, Gabe.
Yeah, exactly. It just looks like that, you know.
Oh god. So let's have a look. Yeah.
He puts it on the desk. It has been painted in very neat letters in red and with white outlined, lost and found.
Damn, who made this? This is pretty.
Mom made it.
Alright.
Ixaris.
Oh. So I was just kind of like, ah.
Sorry, this makes us up.
Ooh.
Alright, you rummage through the lost and found crate and you eventually can find, you know, with having seen the symbol before, a small, ornately bejeweled box. I believe I have the name somewhere. Where did it go? There we go. It has been emblazoned on one side, on the top side, with the sigil of the Order of the White Sun, and at the front of it was like pointing forward, like jutting out in like a 3D relief. the shield with a key over with a key over it. And the moment you pick it up, you can immediately feel this light pull.
What do you mean light pull?
It's like you hold it, and it's like, you know, like when you're holding two magnets apart, like close to each other, there's like this light pulling sensation.
Oh. I guess this is it. I'll toss it to Zarius.
Cool.
Sorry, is the music box?
Actually,
the little
no,
box goes
actually,
flying
I
through the air.
I'll toss it to Zarius. And then say, thank you, Sig. If there's, anything I or the rest of us could do for you, just, you know where to find us.
I know.
Anytime.
He, you can see like for a moment, like the other, like his lower lip, like pulling like upwards, and like, yeah, trying to be a strong boy from Ma here.
Mm.
I'm
What a
sorry I
boy.
didn't true resurrect your ma.
I have a question, Amber. Like real quick. When was her funeral? Like, it was like a while ago, I assume. But
Almost 10 days ago.
yeah, good. Just because I think it was responsible. Could Zarius has attended if they let him?
Well, I hope we were all there, right?
Yeah, like I mean, I would have attended.
All
if
of
they
the
let-
Enclave was there,
Yeah.
so you know.
Yeah. Okay.
There's like 4 people in this place.
Wow.
There's 200 people in the Enclave.
Yeah, that's like 1/200th of the population gone. That's a lot.
Is it like Luxembourg, where it's like there's like 200 people living there, but like there's another 200 people that like
Living
come
beneath it.
no, like are out in Blacklaw at any one point.
Oh, I get what you mean.
I
Yeah,
would
because
say that
Luxembourg has
the
a commuter population equal to its residential population. Just fucking hilarious. It's like you take a population of 0.6 million people, you double it. It's at like 12 o'clock, and then like after 6 o'clock, it halves. It's like, what?
I mean, Deep Delvers is just it dangles around the 200 mark. All the people here are either working in like trade or working in delving or doing adventuring. Like sometimes there's a little bit more than 200, and sometimes there's far less than 200, and when many people are out at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of people who just live here just to live here. You know, it's not like a sightseeing place or like a place where you just want to chill and hang out.
I would have never guessed with the Tower of Sauron looming in the distance, to be honest.
Wow.
It's actually the Tower of Waverly Starsong, but don't worry.
Yeah.
There's nothing to be concerned about. This tower is what gives light to the Enclave.
Oh, Amber,
Mhm.
with this box, can I open my witch site?
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Not throw up into Shelly.
Look-
No, Zarius learned not to throw up anymore.
Why? Character development.
I mean, he learned that in Nova Stoya, where he would otherwise throw up every time he tried.
You can almost feel that strange. It's almost like pulling your hand through water. When you move between the little sigil at the front and like the area, like the direction it's pulling, and you can almost feel like this stream of pure magic.
Feel a stream magic, like pull a direction, right?
Yeah, it is definitely pulling in a particular direction, which is mostly down at the moment.
Zarius looks down and is like, "Oh no!" You just see him like
Shit.
literally. You see him like from one moment he kind of just looks, and then you just see him. Oh no! I hope you're just telling lies, little box. I hope you're telling lies.
Lies, little box, you lie.
The little box
you're
says nothing.
You're a naughty little boy.
Oh, naughty little box.
You're a naughty little box. I wonder what's inside.
Stop it!
What are you
I
hiding from
wonder
me?
too!
Zarius
Oh,
looks
wait!
at- Zarius looks at Lawrence and is like, it's like pulling you down, like a stream of magic directly down.
Not
Hmm.
directly. It's like in
Well-
a diagonally down in a southern direction.
Are you
Diagonally
saying
down
towards
in a
this
southern
direction?
direction, towards
Like-
Is
like
it
this.
facing the drop, Amber? Is it like
Towards
drop
this?
direction?
Not south. Are you like this is this way?
This is,
If you
this
turn the
is-
map upside down, though, it kind of looks like south.
Yeah, if you turn it up, if you turn the entire world upside down, then yeah, that could be south.
Oh, so
Right,
it's
no,
this
that's the
way.
south.
No, then it would be north.
No,
That's
it's
how
going this
magnetic
way.
poles work.
Yeah, that's what I said. Then you.
So
Yeah,
this way,
like this
basically.
way.
Stop. There's literally a little thing that says where north is.
Kind of
Yeah,
looks like
yeah,
an S, though.
Yeah, so
Like,
I did
if you
this,
just
and then
were-
you said north, and I'm like, excuse me, but this says that that's north.
Yeah, if you turn it, it might look like a Z as well.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You have a
Not
point.
the drop. We're not going to the drop. It's the deep fingers.
Yeah, okay, the deep fingers. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's like
All right.
anyone kind of looks as like probably towards the deep fingers again.
Is this box made of stone?
No,
I haven't
Oh,
opened it yet.
you haven't opened it yet. I mean, it doesn't have a lock on.
No, but he just straight up hasn't opened it yet because he just wanted to sense the outside. First. Like, do we want to take this to Tokas first before we open it?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
But
Mhm.
I think our comrade has found a new clue based on where this thing is pulling you.
All right, I suppose that's good.
Could use it as a compass maybe, but let's hear what they find first.
Yeah, let's let on back.
You know, that went quick.
All right. As you guys make your way out of the inn, we're gonna go back to Tokas and Vincent, who reach Starsong Tower and pass through the front door where there's the gargoyle who's eyeing you as always.
Yes, that as well. Always forget about the guy.
I mean, you can just keep traumatizing our guest here. That's fine, you know.
Yeah, you know, just wait
Always
until I
being
show
watched.
him the ghost and the 3 wolves that we have in the house.
Wait, are we going
Three
into it
wolves?
and I'm just going to see 3 walls? Is that what's happening right now?
Yes.
There are 3
so
wolves
The
inside
3
of
wolves
you.
inside, yeah. No,
Right,
inside
so-
of you, inside the town.
If
you
we
open the door and there's literally 3 wolves just like lazing about like next to this like big armchair. It looks like it's kind of like a ratty looking armchair. It's like the best armchair the Baron could get in this place.
in
Best
a
thing money could buy. And there's like a person with like his hair is about up to his shoulders right now with this like shoulder length, like curly white hair. And you know what? He doesn't have pointy ears, so we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
And these crimson eyes, who's like sitting there, like leaning back, reading a book. He's wearing glasses, probably to look cooler or look like he's very studious.
Fucking damn it, guy.
well, as you open this door and I see this as a kind of just instant hunter's reflex, I'm going to whirl my halberd out, put it like across from Tokas almost to protect him, and look over to him and be like, Tokas, you have 3 wolves in your tower, but it's okay. I'm going to take care of it, okay?
No, you shall not. These are Delphine's pets. Remember the little girl?
No, they're a friend.
And from this kind of fighting stance, I'm
Friends,
just going to
yes.
pull my halberd to my side. Of course it is. I should have
And,
guessed.
No, guys, what did you bring today?
Hello, Vasily. Yes, this is the person I was talking about. Vasily, this is Vincent. He hired us to bring him to not specifically defined place yet, but we're working on it.
I'm going to do a little bow with a bellow of my cloak. And you are...
The individual rises up from his chair, puts his book down, puts the glasses away, strides over.
Face bump.
Me,
Well,
Kyan
unless-
Vasily. Fuck us, but you may call me Vasily.
Wow. Okay, that well quick.
I will do exactly that. Are you the pride owner of this tower?
I look at him like blink.
I am unfortunately not. Actually, I'm fortunately not the owner of this derelict building.
But it is the wealthy patron that helped us furnish it, that we have to say.
Well, you guys have finished this? I'm just gonna scan the room, and I'm guessing, what does it look like?
I will describe to you the state of Star Song Tower.
It's an insult to say that it's furnished by...
Hey man, we repaired some wall breaches and stuff. We have some beds. It's fine.
We have beds, we have a table, I
They
think,
didn't even
somewhere.
have beds before, you know.
Well,
Oh well. Let me. There we go. Okay, well the corpses are no longer there, so that's good. Those were removed.
oh, wonderful.
You walk into a guy's house and there's fucking people hanging from the ceiling.
The like slightly refurbished chair was actually once like a throne that is sitting on like this ornate platform at the northern side of the room. There's also statues of people like heroic looking figures who are standing at attention that are flanking like 2 rows leading up to this quote unquote throne. And there are mosaics covering the walls. And seeing as you're like looking around at them, I might as well. These mosaics depict the 9 wizards of the Majocracy of the Black Star, casting various powerful high-tier magical spells, summoning huge demons into existence, exploring lost caverns together or alone, and building the 9 towers that exist in this cavern today, one of which you are standing in right now. And across all of these mosaics, the symbol of the Majocracy is featured heavily, which is this eclipsed black star that has 9 points around its corona.
Do I recognize who these archmages are? Is it common knowledge to me?
Is it common knowledge? You can make a history check if you would like.
Oh, I shall do just that.
Easy, just nat 20.
It's
Almost.
It is almost. Let me pull out my bees. The entire section devoted just to them.
Sweats.
What have I done?
Yolan comes out of the wall. What's up, boys?
Yeah, he is our wolves, you know?
He lives in the walls.
He lives in the walls.
Humans, the history of Blacklaw and the Majocracy is like, it is far away, it is distant, it is stuff of legends. Elves live longer, like, not as long as they do in other worlds, but they definitely live longer, and the history of Blacklaw, in at least the recent history, comes a lot closer to home.
Okay.
You remember tales of a powerful group of archmages, some of which were elvish, coming together in a place, a crevasse deep inside of the earth, which must be this place,
Okay. So
where
I do,
they all... Yes?
Yes, I do kind of recognize them then.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm kind of like starting to put things together, like 9 archmages sitting in this hole together. How, like, how coincidental could it be that there
Yeah.
more like how many times in
Hmm.
history did so many archmages just come together, you know?
I'm gonna walk, I guess, parallel to these mosaics, and I'm just gonna pass gently the non-sharp end of my halberd across the mosaic. So I'm guessing these are those archmage geezers, right? Something powerful, something or other.
The 9, the wizards of the Black Star, archmages, that some of them are still alive, some others not. Who knows?
Huh.
That is what the Heartkeepers of Aurelia and the wizards of Nordland united themselves under the name of the White Sun to fall off, to defend the Earth, well, Etharis in this case, against them and pushed them out of Blacklaw. Some of them hid more than run away. Some other were slain, I suppose. Others went missing. We know of at least one of them who is still dormant. Sadly, not for too long, but that's another very long story.
Crazy. And you guys have made a museum your home. Very welcoming.
I suppose you could call it that. We didn't really have the coinage to purchase an actual home, and, well, apparently it comes with being an adventurer that whatever infested place you free, it sort of belongs to you now, as it doesn't really belong to anyone else.
Oh, yeah, I can't argue with that point. Makes sense to me.
I would rather say that nobody wanted this shithole.
That is
Well,
also a very fair point.
That's more what I was thinking, but I didn't want to offend anyone.
There's no one offended. Have you looked at this place as of late?
No, yeah, there's no one offended. This looks pretty awful, but hey, it's a roof. Doesn't rain here, but at least it's something.
Damn right. I like that attitude.
All right. Well, now we shall take things one at a time. I believe the first thing we should do is look into your magical bubble there. It might tell us things that we might want to search onto the map. It shall take no less than 10 minutes, maybe a little bit more. But
You want to start looking into my bauble without whining and dining me first? Come on now, Tokas.
well, yeah.
Using me as absolutely terrible men as they all do. They have absolutely no concept of social etiquette.
That's
Wow.
not
Dress
true.
code.
First of
Wow.
all, Mr. You.
When is the last time that Lawrence has taken me out on a date?
He
you remember?
is just oblivious, all right? He just doesn't understand. Maybe you should be more blunt about it.
Yeah, you fucking tell him.
Sigh,
Fucking tell him, Toga. Yeah, you
fold his
fucking.
arms.
What's that brat gonna do? Say no,
Since
say
Vincent has
sorry.
started this argument, I'm just
Probably.
going to take a couple of steps back away from it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was just say that. And you know, Vasily, if you do wish to make the first step, because I believe Lawrence will never do, I will support you with all my help, my magic abilities, and my divining future. Eh? Maybe that will help out.
You know what, Tokas? I would keep you to this.
I'll thumb him up. Don't worry about it. I love to play mean pranks and help my friends.
So, magic, eh?
Yeah, right. About that. We'll have to start now. Sadly, I can't promise any dining and whining yet because, well, we're on a tight schedule right now. But who knows? Maybe after the mission, we'll see. Right. Tokus pulls out a big pearl, perfectly round, and plumps it in his lap. Now, if you fear that I might do something weird to your possession, you are very welcome to stay here and watch. But I do need to make contact with it.
Sure. I'll just cozy on up here and I'll take a seat next to him.
All right, and I will begin my incantation and cast the Identify spell.
All right.
And the 10 minutes that he's casting this, can I just poke at his forehead or something?
Oh, important question, Amber. Are the dogs still in our
Basically
yard?
stop you.
Yeah,
What dogs?
Are the wolves still in our yard?
they're in the house. He already
Yeah,
tried to nab them,
yeah.
and I've already told him, no, don't worry about it.
Oh.
They're friends.
About halfway through the casting, the others will get home to the image of Vincent prodding Tokas in the forehead.
Every second, he's like, no, don't. I need to concentrate. No, please, no, refrain for that. No, thank you.
This magic thing seems really complicated.
Oh, yes, it is. That's why you need focus.
I'm just going to get up and, with my halberd kind of like as an armrest horizontal across my neck, I'm just going to start doing laps to the bottom part of this tower. Impatiently, just...
Makes like a huffing sound from where he's seated in his throne. Pages through the book again. Alright. Tokas.
Yes, sir. Or yes, ma'am. I remember the sound. Hold on a moment. Oh, no. Okay, different sound.
Mm-hmm. A vaguely familiar sound. Tokas, in front of you, across a narrow room, is a door. It is heavy, and it has a barred window in front of it, and it opens to brightness. In fact, so much light pours in that you are momentarily blinded. And then, like 1,000 little voices laughing from shelves and cases, that light flickers off of bracelets and necklaces, rings and buttons. It's hanging somewhere near from your position, which maybe on some sort of shelf or a counter, is a short sword that has a finish like a liquid mirror, and you can see yourself standing there. A square box. Partially inlaid with various metals already, but unfinished. There's a sort of acidy taste or tingle upon your outside. The hammers and files that hang on the wall around you are small, and the forge that is behind you is also smaller than that of a regular smith. Smith has black hair that has been tied back with a simple strip of leather, and they remove a bar of gold from the forge with a long pair of tongs. Tongs down in the middle of the screen. Tongs. And places it upon a small anvil and begins to pound at it with this small hammer. And after beating upon it for what feels like an eternity, the cherry red metal begins to take the shape of a small shield. And they dunk it into a nearby trough of water. There is this hiss of steam rising up, but you don't have ears. And yet, it is almost as though you can feel it with your own skin and hear it with your own ears. Now that they have finished their work, they take notice of you as they bring this shield over in your direction and lay it over your front, almost like covering your entire vision, making the scene go black. The sound of blacksmithing fades away. And when you next see again, someone is opening you up, prying you open, and pulling from within you the hilt of a sword. Person in question. I have a picture of them, I think. Just need to be doubly extra sure. Oh yes, there they are. The person in question is wearing full plate that has got this like gleaming dark finish. They are themselves very tanned or dark of skin, and they have slightly frizzy, short black hair, a button nose, and well-shaped eyebrows. It is a woman. And across her chest, she bears the symbol of the Order of the White Sun. She tests the sword's haft, the way it feels and balances in her hand for a few moments, and then nods. But there is no blade on the sword, and that it just feels kind of strange.
Oh,
Hmm.
The vision ends.
remember.
Yeah.
I have expertise in the history of magic items.
Uh-huh.
May I roll a history check to try and remember some sort of artifact or powerful weapon of a hilt without a blade?
Or you can make some sort of Arcana check.
Come check, right?
Arcana, history. I mean, it's like more like Arcana, I guess, when we're talking about like magical items.
Of course. Can I apply my racial feature?
Yeah. That's what it's for once in your life.
Let's go. Finally, I can say it unironically.
Unironically uses racial features.
25.
What a surprise. I can't believe you made it.
Big roll.
I kind of
Whoa.
figured I would roll like a 2 and end up with a 13 like I always does.
Let me quickly pull out the picture of this woman for you, because I have her art. Adventures. People. Characters. There we go. Here you go. It is in Stargazers now.
Hey, she
boy.
looking
Look at
cool.
that.
Damn.
She looks awesome, yeah.
The sword also looks awesome. Damn.
With a 25, you are most assuredly aware of the history of magical items that have similar properties to this. There's plenty in recorded history. Some of them are only spells. You know, like one would use a booming blade to enhance an existing blade, and you know, it would outline in fire. But others are physical, permanent items. The Sunblade is one of them. A sword that is said to literally capture the essence of the sun.
It's a lightsaber, boys.
It's a
A
lightsaber.
lightsaber. It's a
Nice.
lightsaber. It's literally
Damn.
plasma.
Those weapons are cool as heck.
Yep. Wow. Well, Turgus will open his eyes and remove the left hand from the pearl and the right hand from the bauble. Well, that was a lot to unpack. The little thing is really talkative. All right, I'll make it very brief, and he will help himself with prestidigitation to create stylized marks of the vision that he had. He'll explain of the smith and of the lady that he saw, and then we'll talk about the sunblade, which Tokus believes is what this shield is pointing at. Probably the location of this powerful weapon capable of harnessing the rays of the sun to smite at your foes.
Where better would a weapon like this be suited than in the darkest of darkness?
Exactly, where the light can't reach.
Now thinking about it, about the existence of such weapons like the Sunblade, and then also history bits and pieces that you might have caught from people in the mountain. You may very well have caught a glimpse of Corva Volux Sunblade.
Huh. That is a name I will remember, alright.
You'll see Vincent as you tell him this look happy at the first instant, and then when you finish telling him the information, he'll drop down to a squat and sigh. Ah, not what I was hoping for.
Are you looking for some other weapon of some kind of different nature?
Nope, not a weapon. However, maybe what I'm looking for is maybe in the same place that this thing is being kept.
Well, that is for sure. The knightess that wielded such a weapon was, well, quite a powerful one. Knowing the White Sun was armed to the teeth and had different tools to ward off creatures as powerful as archmages, I'm sure that wherever she left her blade, she might have left something else. We won't know until we reach it.
What are these people? These sun worshippers, whatever they are.
The White
What
Sun is a alliance made by the Heartkeepers of Aurelia that you might know, and the mages of.
How do they feel about people like me?
I suppose we should ask the direct interested in this case. I sadly am no expert in elven heritage.
Elves. Nobody likes elves. Tokens, you
Wow.
know nobody likes elves.
Damn sad. Well, I'll put it down in a way that it's not too mean.
Humans don't like elves.
Humans don't like many races. Let's
I would
put
say
it down that way.
humans don't like half of all races. Like
Humans don't like many races, but humans of the Burag, which is where this religion comes from, the Heartkeepers and the Order of the Sun, they hate elves. They have driven elves to near extinction.
That is concerning. Not the answer I expected, but I mean, I knew that humans didn't really like elves in the first place.
Only that it's called the last elven city because there's no other elven cities left.
That is true. That I remember.
yeah, I mean, didn't Dragonborn get exterminated the same way? Like,
Yeah, Dragonborn got exterminated from their own place as well in Castanel.
At least they
Before
got pushed
turned
out.
around.
The elves got straight up hunted down, man.
Yeah, I mean the elves got pushed out of their forests all the way to one place in the world.
And then they
Dragonborn
turned
only
the
existed in
forests
one
into
place.
capitalism. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But yeah,
Yes.
Tokus will mention that, well, the humans are known not to like many races, seeing the story that they had with the elven populace, the populace of Ember Karim, and many others. Dwarves and gnomes weren't also free of such hatred. But people are different. I usually don't judge an individual from where they hail from.
Right. That's all I needed to hear. That tells me that what I need is being kept in the same place where they worship this sunblade, or whatever it is. That works for me.
There will be.
And
Well-
that's all I needed to know. I'll make sure I extinguish their goddamn sun.
Blinks. I suppose that's a way of doing it. Well, nonetheless, Turgus turns to everyone else who I assume is now there.
Everyone is here now.
What have you found? Did Mazari leave with everything we needed?
no, we have what we've needed. We have to go into the deep fingers.
Well, did you find the box?
Yeah, he's basically holding it in his two hands. You can see it immediately.
Ember, does it look like the box that I saw?
That is a box that you saw.
Turgus blinks.
You didn't
I
feel
see
it.
it for a second.
You didn't feel its magic, did you?
Not yet. I can't do that.
It's pointing into the deep fingers.
Well, I'd figured. The key also is pointing down to the deep fingers, right?
You want to open it? We haven't opened
No, that
it
was
yet.
for Amber.
Mhm.
Yep. Well, seeing as the box that looked exactly like this and was part of the item that now Vincent possesses held a sunblade in it, this might as well have a similar item.
Do we want to open it?
We can try, I suppose. I could give it a look and see if it has a different history than the one that I investigated.
Sorry, this simply flicks it open with his thumbs. If he can, he will just try it that.
Pardon?
I said Zarius will just simply try and flick the box open. Like he's holding it out, so he would pull it back so that the box opens up away
Box
from him.
opens.
Yeah, just like it
Blink.
wasn't locked. It's just a box.
Didn't expect it. What is inside, Ember?
You peer inside the box and you see a little piece of paper. It's like folded in half.
I suppose we
I know
may
what this
read it.
is.
You do?
I do. This is the magical piece of paper.
Zarius
I
looks
know
at
I'm
you.
mistaken, but there might be text onto it, which sometimes is more important.
It's a magical piece of paper with some magical text on the magical piece of paper.
Yeah, a good observation, yes.
Zarius just takes it out.
It explodes as a glyph of wood.
You take out the piece of paper, Zarius.
He does.
You hold it in your hand. It's a piece of paper.
There's nothing written on it, is there?
I mean, you fold it open.
I fold it open.
Written in very cursive, swirly handwriting. It says, "Stargazers. I figured you might need this."
Bro, what?
M.
Oh, wow.
Who the fuck is M?
Mazadi.
That's Mazadi.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Never mind.
Zarius basically says, "Stargazers. I figured you might need this." And he closes it back.
Sly old fox.
Sure, like, I honestly can't read that man at all.
Well, I think there's not a lot to read. Grieving father, and at the end of the day, it doesn't really hate us. What I want to know is how we knew that we needed it.
Mazadi knows a lot of things, and
Too many things for my likings.
he kind of looks at you. Do you not realize how powerful of an entity the Dreamlanders are?
No. Else they wouldn't. Well, I mean, I've been with them, and I can tell you, that I've seen stronger fighters. They are capable.
I'm not talking about their fighters. I'm talking about Mazadi. I'm talking about Mom.
I mean, so you mean how powerful Mazati is? That's
No. The Dreamlanders is an organization, not just the people you were with.
Those squints. Is some sort of criminal thing of some sort? Organization? What?
Zarius is like, eh! I mean,
Yeah, Mazadi has definitely pilfered things and left and right, you know.
We've pilfered things as well, but the Stargazers aren't
Did
the
you
criminal
steal
gunning.
artifacts from a museum?
yeah.
We
Yeah,
did.
Zarius is like,
No.
yeah, no. Yes.
That's concerning. I now understand why so many of them wanted to go on a heist.
They want to be like that.
Wow. All right, that's a revelation.
But they are a powerful entity. They don't just have. They traveled all over the world. They have knowledge. They have information.
I get that. This is future information, which only belongs to diviners such as myself or Custer or
No, but Mazadi is
perhaps
smart.
Lux.
Mazadi is smart. If he heard, he points at Vincent. He's like, Vincent hasn't been quiet about looking for people.
I suppose that's right. He did put 2 and 2 together.
Well,
You're just going to see Vincent kind of like scratching his head and looking at the mirror, just kind of blink back into the conversation. Oh, I lost you somewhere around Dreamlanders.
It's all right. Well, we know that these point and deep fingers. We certainly can't use the map for that. There is not a southern direction I can search through.
Well,
Uh,
Well, you're
nice.
telling me that I have a compass that points me exactly where we need to go, right?
two of them at this point.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Meaning, we know where to go. Togas, what's this about a sunblade, or what you called it?
Well, it's a powerful weapon that instead of having a normal smithed blade like many other weapons you wield, borrows the power from one of our sons directly, perhaps three of them at the same time. It is only made of a hilt, thus it fitted the box that this lock-looking thing that Vincent possessed was part of. And it was wielded by a knight of the White Sun, whose name I don't remember. Corva, there you go. Known as Corva Volok. Not acquainted with her, really, but I've heard pieces of information. It's said to be quite the powerful blade, and it seemingly, well, I assume that this item points at it, for it was part of the box that contained it. I saw the smith that made this piece, and I'm not sure that is useful information, but I know that it was gifted along with its container to Corva, well, with the hilt inside it.
I see.
Well, that just seems like a double win to me. You guys get a sun sword, and I get what I need.
Fair enough. What? Well, do you think you're going to find whatever it is you're looking for there?
100%. I'm optimistic about it.
I see. Right. Well, I suppose we have a compass, as was mentioned. I know roughly, at least in what direction to go.
We
Do
do.
we just down?
It is down in the deep fingers. I suppose once we reach down, perhaps this three-dimensional compass will move towards the right direction. If not, I guess we'll have to dig.
Do we want to ask? Like it just points up to the ceiling about this Corva knight, or
I suggest you do. In the meantime that you have this conversation, I would like to take a look at the other box. If it is perhaps a sibling of the first, or made by someone else. Perhaps it
Yes.
contained another sunblade or a different item.
He holds it out to you, Tokas. Like, can I have the thing you had then? Maybe just feel it out.
That you'll have to ask for the owner, and I'll point at Vincent.
Vincent.
Sure. All I need is the compass. I don't care for what's inside of it.
Well, it's not a. Yeah. I'll which side it. Well, Tokas prepares to identify the thing. I think.
okay. Vittoria will. Oh, that was almost an at one. Yikes.
Yeah.
Vittoria will just kind of, as he's starting to head towards the stairs, and he's like, looks at Vincent. Well, you said you were looking for the horse keepers. If you would like, since we're so colorful and full of surprises, there's a bit of an eccentric ghost at the top of the tower. I'm gonna go ask him about this Corva. Come with if you would like.
Meeting a ghost? Sure. You know what? At this point, fuck it. Of course. Why not?
Well, I'll join.
Vincent 404.
All right.
I'll join.
Very well. Go up the stairs while Tokas is indeed doing some more identifying.
You will see the exact. You will see almost the exact same process going on here, with one significant difference at the end. The box is opened. This time, a sword with a hilt. The hilt is not pulled out of it, but a hilt with what looks like almost like the tip of a broken blade that you're not sure was there in the previous vision is placed inside of the box. And it is closed. When the box
Do I perhaps see by whomst?
It appears to be priests. Priestly individuals. They kind of dress like Lauren sometimes does, you know, in these white robes. Not like Lawrence's black, but like white, flowy robes. And their robes bear the crest of a shield with the key over it. The box closes and opens one final time in front of the statue of an angel. The sword is pulled out and taken away. And the box closes for a final time. Those of you who are going upstairs see Sarvin, the ghostly skeletal priest of the White Sun, staring out over the ruins, but never straying too far from his precious orb. The hollow sockets of his eyes turn towards you, and you see the pinpricks of light fix upon you.
Yeah.
Who's the dead geezer?
That would be Darvin. One of the, well, Hearth Keepers.
Yeah,
He'll,
he lives in our attic.
goddamn.
Looks incredibly friendly.
Well, let's just say that he's still upholding his last orders of protecting the tower and, well, its relics.
Mm.
The Victoria will, like, approach a little bit. And was like, Sarvin, you time for a, chat?
The ghost without a lower jaw clenches his fist briefly and then unclenches it again. Of course.
Oh, that's good. Well, you might like the topic. I was wondering, you know something about a woman, a knight of the order, by the name of Korva Volok.
Lord Corvavolok.
He likes just nods. He's like, well, it looks like you do know.
Commander Corvavolok of the Swords of the Sun.
Ah,
In the war, Corva's vanguard smashed through the thrall armies of the Magocracy, battled and cut Thorvald Racewing, half-dragon of the claws of the Nine. Sarvin stretches out his skeletal hand and he reaches for his orb again. And then just before he touches it, oh wait, I was telling a story. During this battle, Grethel the Flame disintegrated Corva's wife. Her second in command, Molly. And Corva drove her radiant sunblade through the Archmage's molten heart. And even as Grethel broke her staff of the Magi to slay Corva and hundreds more, Corva struck through. There's a hissing sound.
I see. Mm. Do you know what happened to Corva after that? I mean, you said never returned.
He did just say that Grethel destroyed her staff of the Magi to kill Corva and 100 more people at the same time.
Would you break that? Oh.
Sorry, I did not hear that. It killed Corva
Yes.
as well.
Yeah, it killed her.
Okay,
I'm weeping.
then yeah, then he would just say
Oops.
right.
Oops.
Well, that deals with one issue for us.
Victoria just kind of looks over and is like, depends on how you look at it. Well, at least that's one Archmage that won't be running around.
Or one incredibly powerful soldier that can wield a sunblade.
Fair enough. Well, Sarvin was some useful information. I'll let you get back to your duties.
Oh, before you go back to your duty, I quickly want to ask something. Is the crystal holding up all right?
Yeah.
Oh no, he asks.
No. I mean, Sarvin, the only thing Sarvin can do is literally just he stares at it. He he doesn't touch it, but his fingers like a ghost over the orb's surface, and he'll give you a slow nod.
Right. If it needs fixing in, just let me know.
I feel like this guy has attachment issues.
Well, he is, in unlife to protect this crystal. He helped us fight a dragon to protect it.
Yeah, I shouldn't have asked. Of course you did.
Well, I mean, no, it's what? You've
No.
been here for weeks.
You just see Vittorio. He's standing. He goes over to the edge of the tower. He points.
Jumps off.
No. He points in this direction. To the, I guess, what, southeast? No, south. I forget if the north is on top here. Yes,
Southeast.
It is.
This is southeast.
Yeah, southeast. It points southeast and he's like, yeah, the dragon that decided to start living in the mushroom fields.
In the walls.
Oh.
Yeah, he was bad. Now he's good, but yeah, let's keep it at that.
What was I gonna say? Yes. I guess, Amber, did you discuss when exactly Vincent arrived? If it was like after the Enclave was attacked, or
After the Enclave was attacked.
okay, after. Yeah, that makes sense. It'll be like, uh, you probably arrived after all of the very exciting stuff happened in the Enclave. And got attacked by rat men, or Skaven, as they would be called. Dragon was
Dragons, rat
included.
men.
Yeah.
That really did miss all the fun.
Yeah, which is why I wondered why you said that. It seems like Blackthorn and the Enclave was nice and quiet, but that explains it.
Yeah.
It's relatively quiet compared to some other places,
Yeah, fair enough.
Do you want to ask
Quieter than
Lucas?
it's quieter than any other place that I would have arrived to, and people would have held torches and stakes and swords to my neck for who I am.
Zarius holds out his hand like a high five manner.
I'll
Welcome
meet
to
that.
my world.
I'll high five him his back.
Well,
anywhere that's not Castanella, off with your head, lizard man. He kind of like acts it out.
yeah, that's fair enough. Well, we have a bit more information, though. It's not gonna help us much in locating it. So let's just head back on down, see what Tokus found out, and then, well, if we should just get our things, set on out.
Yeah, Zarius is already like, as we walk downstairs, just pack some things, and he realizes, wait a minute, I don't need anything. I already have like all my gear almost with me all the time. One thing Zarius does do. Actually, no, I need the bow still. Oh, wait, no, I don't. I have a range cantrip now. Zarius holds out the bow back with the arrows and the quiver.
Oh, I'm sure it's like, I suppose I can. Yeah, I'll take that with. That should be fine.
Hey, I appreciated that I was allowed to use them for the time. 17 arrows, quiver, and the longbow.
All right. Sorry
Felt
about it.
good being able to use those again. Been a long time.
Can imagine.
But the rightful owner, there you go. And Zarius like swings around the scythe that he has.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see if you can put that weapon to the test. Well, if we're lucky, we won't have to, but knowing our luck and this place.
Don't know what you mean.
Yeah.
With any luck, we might have a good few encounters for us. Nothing gets the blood running like a good battle.
No, you'd say that after, like the first 5 we've had, but now I like it when we walk down a path and nothing attacks us.
Maybe.
We fought plenty of things I'd rather never fight again.
Yeah, I think the list of creatures that you guys have slain is much different than mine.
Demons, dragons, trolls, more demons,
Thanks.
spiders.
Trolls and spiders I've been able to handle.
Had a varied.
Skaven.
Well, yes, that as well, I suppose. Well, there's no shortage of things that want to eat you or just murder you for the fun of it here in the black hole. So
That one time you fought a mushroom for no reason.
we don't talk about the hallucinogenic spores in that fucking cavern, okay?
Come on, it was funny.
Uh-huh. Very, very funny.
No one got hurt.
Now
Let's tell Lawrence and Tokus to grab their stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. Are you guys ready to set out?
I am. I even have my rations filled.
Hell yeah.
All right.
I will. Yes, I will. I will add a longbow and stuff later to my sheet because right now yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna make navigation checks.
Woo!
Put
Could I
you up
use which
there.
site in this case?
I mean, it's not so much that it's not just following this pool. It's also navigating.
Oh yeah. No, I was
This
more asking,
pool
is it an
goes
option?
through solid rock. No, I don't think it's an
Okay.
option to follow. Like you could follow the pool. The thing is, that it will go through solid rock, and you can't go through solid rock. So
Yeah.
you're gonna have to find like the ways around it. You can use your map pack for this, but
That is good.
Hey, well, Zarius will walk up front like normal, often.
I'd think that Vincent probably takes quite a strong spearheaded way as well. He sticks to the front.
Yeah, I
Alright.
mean Vittorio
Keeps his
is
scythe out.
usually in the front as well.
here's your little marching order sheet. There we go.
Okay.
I'm gonna just put Lawrence to the side for a bit because I think he's having dinner right now with his.
He is.
So he will be for a
Um,
little bit. Travel.
You know, if you two are walking up, like Zarius would like walk here, I think, to
Oh,
protect.
alright.
And if he wants to, I'd like to take Valerianus with today.
Yeah, you can take him with.
I
Because I
am.
normally let Valerianus kind of do what he wants, like, yeah.
Okay.
But because he's his own individual, but I'd like Valerianus this time to be present.
All right.
It's quite front heavy, then Vincent will take the back.
Oh yeah, I mean, right now it's Zarius went into the middle so that he can actually like protect Tokas.
All right.
What was it I was gonna say? Yes, me trying to find the traveling rules.
Rules this.
Because I don't have them. Actually, what am I saying? I have
There
them
we go.
bookmarked. Because I'm smart.
Oh, big brain.
So we needed navigation checks, yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, after we will be navigating. We get take the map and you'll start.
yeah.
Start telling people where to go.
Zarius will take the scout role, right? That's
What
That
time
is-
was it when we left?
We'll keep an eye out.
It's about 11.
It's about
In the morning.
11. Yeah, in the day.
AM or PM? Oh,
AM.
AM.
yeah.
In the morning, yes.
So
Well,
Zarius
so
will
if it was 11 at
lead the
night, I would
scout.
say 2300 hours.
2300 hours. Okay,
Of course.
it's been 2300 hours since we left.
Yeah, of course.
No, it's 11 in the morning.
Let me check my inventory as I haven't finished
Okay.
preparing it.
Mark, are you sure you want to scout? Because that means you're going ahead and
Yeah,
trying.
I know.
Okay.
Zarius, but Zarius is like can see the furthest, I think,
Fair
and
enough.
he's also decently stealthy despite his size. You know, he's not skilled in stealth, but he is stealth +3.
Okay.
All
I'll
right.
roll my
Mm,
lookout check.
I
Scout.
said night. Look out.
All right.
Well, if Sarah's is scouting, I am not scouting. I can't really help with navigating. I guess I'm also just doing the lookout, which is technically just not a it's just keeping your eyes open while we travel.
Very well. Lucas, I need to check that intelligence check.
May I get a bonus from the compass?
I have a 2 from the compass and a 2 from the maps.
Wow, that's a
Wow.
4.
That's a high. That's a wow. That's
I-
a lot of numbers.
I
You'll
can
need
do math.
Yeah, so
Congrats.
it's math.
Thank
Right, let's go. That makes it a 17.
Pretty good. Pretty
Um,
good.
Amber sitting there. Oh, it says DC 25.
Does
I
it
remember
fail,
that.
Amber?
Yes,
Does
yes,
it
it does.
fail?
I mean,
Right,
you
I'll
s-
fail pointing.
I mean, you say that, but like I tell you, like Moonlight Night, this is like not even. It's just darkness.
Right, let's go again. Please. Jesus Christ. That's unfortunate. That's even lower than before.
But that's true.
This is more problematic than before.
Yeah, bet.
Alright.
While Zarius is scouting, you will definitely occasionally hear him tap twice.
Oh yeah, I need to remember that.
If I need to quickly check if it was tap twice. I've written it down, but I think it was tap twice.
I did not remember that.
So think of a system and then forget about the system again.
Exactly.
Literally.
Tapping. No, that's not there. That's way too long ago. Where is? It's like over here. Nope. That's Tokas takes 26 piercing and 8 lightning damage.
Basically, how it went is you tap twice, and then like every now and then you tap twice, and if there's too long between, then there's danger. So if either side wants to let them know they're okay, you tap twice and then immediately tap back. If there's danger, you just tap more than twice. So you just tap, 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 tap.
Fucking start slapping the wall.
Yeah, man, I'm not finding it in my notes, and this makes me sad.
It's
Yeah.
fine. It's alright. Let's assume that we remember.
Except for Vincent, who's never even heard of this in his life.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would imagine Sarius, because it's his system, would inform Vincent.
Yeah,
perhaps?
yeah. Before we leave, you would just basically like, okay, occasionally to let the other party know if you're scouting, you tap twice on the wall. The other party responds with 2 taps, and as such, you let each other know that you're okay. If there's a delay, right? If there's a delay, that means there's a danger. And if you hear more than 2 taps after each other, that means there's danger, which means that you go be quiet and be careful.
Right.
So
Guess traveling in a pack does help.
So Zarius like taps his scythe on the ground twice and just looks at you.
I will follow the instructions given.
Okay. Like, all right, that's one of you does that. If you're traveling in group, one of you taps. And you do 4 taps if there's danger. So tap, 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 tap.
Alright.
Alright. Tokas
There you
will direct the group from the middle. I'm gonna just put Zarius at the front because he's not even in the group anymore.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Alright. Tokas will direct the group from the middle. First down the deep fingers using the metal cage to bring you down 500 feet. And then across a couple of bridges and alongside narrow ridges further down. Until finally the box levels out and continues pointing in a southeastern direction. And so you guys begin. I understand. And so you guys begin to traverse the tunnels and caverns of Black Claw. Whew. Oftentimes, this is incredibly dull because it is just hours upon hours of staring at stone or rocks laying on the floor, the occasional caved in path that sends you tracing back the route that you took earlier and trying to go around in a different direction while still maintaining the same, directionality of the pool. You pass by moss and algae covered caverns and even a couple of places that have dirt in them.
Minecraft.
God damn.
You're nearing the end of your first day of travel as Tokas leads you into an area that has these twisting tunnels that move in and out, like crossing over the main path that you're traversing. And the path that you're traversing is a tunnel that it's perfectly suited for the height of most of you. As an adult, you can stand upright, and there can be another person next to you. But the tunnels that weave in and out across the road definitely denote a more diminutive stature of people who occupied this area. Like a child, like a human child, of like a modest size, would probably find these passages cramped, and Lawrence would have to like pretty much crawl. But Tokas, they're like the perfect height for Tokas.
Hey,
Wait, if I need a crawl, what
Yeah,
about the big
yeah.
boys? What about the
Big boys,
men?
literally, the big men literally have to fucking squeeze their asses into there if they want to go into these side tunnels.
That does not sound like an ideal thing to do.
No, it isn't.
Hey, Saris, you wanna reduce?
I mean, I don't have that yet. I'm level 1 or level 2.
Wait, what? Oh, damn, that's rough, buddy.
I need to do a ritual to try and get to level 3.
Imagine having warlock levels.
Imagine having warlock levels and never using them. Tap tap.
You're
Yes.
starting to like wonder if this is the right way.
Victoria has just reminded me of something very important, Amber.
Yes.
I'm leaving Shelly, my beloved, at home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's heavy, so
Mm-hmm.
Important.
I'm leaving at home. It's important.
Very well.
Yeah. She is heavy, and I think she does. I don't think she has like a walking speed of 30 feet.
Probably has.
nor do I. So what about?
Yeah,
she
exactly.
does?
Oh,
She
wow.
has a speed of 30 feet. She's faster,
faster than
you,
Tokas.
Tokas.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is so
This little
sad.
thing is going running down the road.
Hey,
Just
she's
around
made
it.
of mechanical parts, right?
Guys, hey,
Yeah,
I
flexible.
got another question. How does it feel to know that Shelly has a higher dark power score than most of the party?
Well, no more than me.
The fuck do you mean?
What?
I don't know
No, that's
why.
not what I
I
meant.
asked Amber, why does Shelly have a dark power score of 12? And Amber she just laughed at me. She just laughed at me.
I think I got Shelly beat, and I might have someone with me that might even have you beat, Lawrence. I'm not sure.
What do you mean?
We are all
Valerianus.
sleepy than you. Don't worry about it.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
literally a celestial. He doesn't
Yeah,
have
I
this
know.
score, I'm pretty
I
sure.
know. Well, he does. He does.
He's a good boy.
Time to corrupt the dog.
But that's not what matters.
Indeed.
Valerianus is with you guys, not with me right now. He's laughing.
That's fair enough.
What does matter, Amber?
What does matter is that it takes you quite a while to get through this area of these narrow tunnels, further than the eye can see, until the passage widens once again to make more room for you. And here, you see a very small, shallow pool of water that has these like little blunt stalagmites, like standing, like dotted inside of it. The water itself is like no more than 6 feet in diameter, and it's surrounded by translucent crystals that are embedded into the rock side.
Oh,
And
man.
Lawrence, Sarius, Vincent, most of you immediately spot this like ripple in the water and this gleam or flash of light under the water surface.
Sorry,
Who's-
stops. Wait for the party to reach as he sees that.
Well, Lawrence will point it out.
Yeah, that's why I stopped.
Well, those are interesting crystal formations. I wonder what they are. Do I recognize them, member?
Sure. You can, man, what were we gonna roll for identifying crystals? I think this is normally nature.
Yeah, I have nature as well.
Yeah.
Can
Alright.
I, actually, no, I don't have nature. Never mind. I was gonna ask if I could assist.
20.
Nice.
Because you're pretty sure you were looking at, like, small outcroppings of raw quartz.
Well, quartz. It's interesting to find such a. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is quartz common in this world?
I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Well, this is Etharis, not Earth. You never know. Turgus will remark. It's quite interesting to find such common crystal formation in Blacklaw. You would expect toxic crystals or some weirdly magically imbued gems, and yet there you are.
Well, unless anyone fancies making a cute little necklace from themselves, I don't think we have much to see here.
Is the thing gleaming on the water? Is that the quartz or is that the crystals in the room?
no,
Neither.
neither.
Zaris pointed out. What about that, Tokas? Any idea what that might be?
I look at that. What is that, Amber?
Looking into the water, you can see there is something slithering under the surface. It looks like a very long tail creature that has little like pink frilly things on the side of its head.
Do they look like
Axolotl.
water dragons?
Axolotl.
Hmm.
Amber, I speak Water Leaper. I communicate to it.
Do they look like the
Uh.
water dragons, Amber, that I saw in the island in Graffingham?
It's like someone took a water dragon and took it by the legs in the front and took it by the legs in the back and just stretched it until it was like a meter long.
God damn. Well, yeah.
How
Turgus
big
will-
is this thing? Is it like a
Meter. This is a
it's
meter,
a meter
long.
long.
3 feet.
Wow, that's as
It
thick
is-
as the walls of this house.
There's a 3 feet long like noodle in the water.
Is this pool deep?
Could-
You said it was
No,
6 feet wide, but how deep is it?
It's no more than like 40 centimeters, so like a little bit more over a foot deep. And there's
right.
the things that seem to be glowing. It's like it seems to be like algae or something that is responding to the movement of this noodle moving over them. They like turn, like they change color and begin
Let's
glowing
see.
slightly.
I'm gonna squat next to the shore.
Turgus
Of
will
this thing?
remark as Vincent is approaching the pond that those look like to be water dragons. I certainly hope, since the size of that one isn't majestic, that the parents aren't home.
I'm
Sorry,
gonna
Spanner
just
just- oh,
squat
oh.
to the shore and see if it does anything to the reaction of, I guess, a bigger creature being next to the pond that it's in.
I'm gonna get slightly closer, not within 20 feet of the pond. I'll be at least far away, but I'll be ready to do anything if something happens.
Sorry, just speaks up in Draconic. We mean no harm before you strike.
Can I try and imitate what he said in my worst possible way?
Make a performance.
Mhm.
I fucked your
Amber?
mother last night.
Wow.
Oh
Amber,
boy,
Amber, while this is going on, can I make
terrifying.
Can I make an, its intelligence animal handling to identify creatures here, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I would like to do.
Vincent, as you crouch by the water, there's like a slight ripple that grows across the surface, and you see the like noodly creature like move its tiny little hands that don't look like they are strong enough to hold this creature up at all should it go on land. And it like slightly like floats up towards the surface, and it has this very strange, kind of stupid, blunt looking head. And a wide smiley mouth that just like opens and like closes a couple times in your direction.
Well, in my poorest imitation of the Draconic, the Zarus, I'm just gonna go.
I just looks.
Sorry,
What the hell did he say?
something about danger. Like this man is saying something about danger to this noodle in the water.
He kind of like looks this. What?
Just gonna put my
What?
thumbs up at Zarus. What do you
Zarya says in
think?
common, why did you say there's danger? Why did you say there's danger in the walls? What?
Oh, not too bad. I actually made sense. I was expecting to just come out with absolute nothing. Not too bad for my first time.
I suppose it is.
Zarya kind of
Links.
turns back, like, do you speak the language of dragons? And
Me? No.
no, he said the thing at the thing. He speaks it in Draconic at the
Oh.
thing in the water.
It's just like paddling with the like little front legs as the little head goes above the water, and you see like the mouth like opening and closing like a little fish, but it doesn't speak.
I suppose it's just a normal animal then. It does have a
Victoria-
striking resemblance.
It just Victoria kind of looks like some sort of salamander type creature. It is very big for one though.
Like, well, don't know what it is, but yeah, looks a little bit big to just be, some kind of water salamander or something.
I think Freddy here is a bit stuck in his little pond. Does it look like he's got anywhere to go? Or is it just this really shallow little pond?
It's a shallow pond that is like it's just a shallow water with some algae in it, and this guy.
Zarya kind of like steps back, like away enough that he can comfortably cast a spell without being, here I'm casting a spell right in your face. As I would like to cast, I know this normally only works for beasts, but what does Zarya's know? I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
You talk to the salamanders, the salamander goes, I know secrets!
Hi, Zarya.
Hi, Zarya,
Zarius, you cast the spell, and immediately you see the little mouth at the surface. You hear bloop, bloop, bloop.
Does it just say bloop?
Yes, just says bloop.
Cyrus returns his speech and says, we mean you no harm. You guys just hear Cyrus, you just see him open his mouth and like make noise and close.
The little mouth pauses for a good while, Zarius, and it says, okay. Bloop.
It's like,
what are you doing?
Zarius, like, who's holding the box? I like to. Who's holding the box and the compass thing?
Me.
Yeah,
I'm
probably
holding the
too.
compass.
Zarius holds his
and,
hand out. It's like, compass, please. It has the symbol on it, right?
I look at Zarius. Okay, don't toss it in the water.
No, and he kind of holds it out. Do you recognize this symbol?
Alright, let's see.
This thing hasn't been alive for more than 3 days.
I don't know.
11 days.
11 days.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Zara's like, yes.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
Do you know where it might be
Keeper of
located?
Aurelia below you.
Like, you will know. Everyone will notice by everyone would already know this. But Vincent, you notice Zarius is keeping avid distance off this pond.
I'm just crouched right next to it, looking at this conversation between the two of you. Like, is this guy
You see
really
the guy, like,
communicating with this thing?
Like, Where did you see it?
Game. Almost an entire minute passes. Passes.
Yeah.
Everyone else standing around there expectantly, and this thing goes. "Boop."
I'm just gonna poke the algae with my halberd whilst I'm waiting for this guy to finish his long conversation.
When you go past the algae, they all like light up, shape of
nice.
your halberd.
Even
Oh,
fun
that's
whilst he
cool.
has a conversation. I'm just going to make weird shapes with his colours.
Draw a picture.
But could you show us the way?
He like very slowly moves his little hands as he like swims through the water, like turns his head in like another direction and points down the tunnel with his little snoot.
In the tunnel that is through the water, or in the tunnel that is through the land?
He points in the opposite direction from where you came.
According to it, he saw the location and it's that way. So it points out.
Tokus's eyebrow raises up. According to this?
Yes.
No, because you look at the thing, it doesn't even look like it has eyes.
Amber,
So
I would
it's
like to do an insight test, insight check against this
How can
creature.
you? How
and
can you
as...
put in if a creature
hey,
makes?
give me. Since we share the same lifestyle as both individuals,
Oh my
of
god.
no wealth,
Shut up right now.
I think I should be able to add.
Sally,
an
Remove his level.
pulverized?
Take it back. Take back the 5th level right now.
Dear God.
Inside this water noodle.
It's literally a fucking straw. How can you?
It's literally one of the foam noodles that you take into the swimming pool. We're actually asking a foam noodle for directions.
Yeah. First of all, that yeah.
Yes, you are.
But it can speak.
I mean, it can't speak. Zari speaks with animals.
It is
with
an intelligent creature.
Somehow it doesn't make
Smart.
Vincent feel any better.
It's boop, boop, boop at the surface of the spawn. How do you think it's intelligent?
Hey
It's
man,
like
I make those
Darius
noises
said.
often with my family. Okay, we just screech at each other, and that like we seem to like figure it all out. So
Zarya
regardless
standing
of
at a
that fact-
distance, blooping, and Lawrence like squinting at this noodle, like,
I feel like he's blooping the wrong way.
I don't know if I
Alright.
trust this noodle.
Amber, I would
Mhm.
with my insight check, I'd like to determine if this creature has an earnest recognition in like its face when that question is asked while looking at this.
No
Like,
facial
what?
muscles! It has no
How does-
facial muscles!
How does a recognition look like on this thing? It doesn't have eyes. Does it have even a mouth?
It has a mouth, that's what it made the blooping sound with. It
Hey
has a
guys,
mouth. It is a mouth that looks like if someone took a vacuum cleaner and just like bended it until it was flat, like a little envelope, like bloop bloop bloop.
All right, Lawrence, I believe in you.
It gives you disadvantage. I would
Fair
give you a -10 if I could.
Do you want me to
it's
make it
control. It's control to do the thing, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Disadvantage.
Amazing.
12.
Lawrence, on this planet, there are many creatures. And these creatures were all God-given, graceful beings. And God wouldn't make lying sacks of shit animals. So this noodle couldn't
Noodle of the lake.
possibly
it
be
speaks
lying.
Noodle of the lake, what is your wisdom?
Oh my god. Is the direction that he's pointing in the same as the compass?
Yeah, good question.
Going in that same like vague direction.
This
Alright.
bro with that ass just looked at a compass and said, "Yeah, in that direction."
Noodle of the pond, please tell me your wisdoms.
Oh my god.
Damn. I thank the noodle for its generous service.
Yeah,
Well, these
it's
two have
been
a
great
meaningful
help.
conversation with the noodle. Tokas will join Vincent, and they will start to take like samples of the quartz and the algae in the pond.
Oh, actually, speaking of
I was-
TaleCast, did
There
I?
you go, guys.
Did you wanna? Do the?
Yeah, the longer story, but
Yeah,
When
how
we-
long
when we
did that
rest.
conversation actually take?
How long is your speak with animals
10
last?
minutes. So
Well, it takes this guy almost a minute to reply each time, so you know.
before it runs
Just
out,
time taking some samples.
before it runs out, what's the answer to the universe, Noodle? I need to know. No, I'm kidding.
bloop, 42.
42.
42.
42.
Yeah. What was it? Well, yeah, Victor was gonna ask Zarius to ask the noodle. He's like, can we ask it if, well, I suppose there's anything else in the pond, except the algae.
Is there
Yes.
anything else in the pond, like sharp, pointy sticks, or big cold suits, or shiny little rocks?
Mm-hmm.
Are there some you could bring us? Maybe.
Isn't the pool
So
like
no-
half a foot deep? Surely we'd be able to see everything.
Please tell me the pond is like a half a foot deep.
I mean,
It's
I thought it was a bit
underwater.
further. Yeah, like I thought there was also like he's further in, right? Like there's depth where he came from, or
Yeah, he came from like a couple feet away from the edge of the pond. He goes into the pond and stays away for a while, and eventually the noodle comes back up, and in its mouth he has a shrimp.
oh, thanks, I hold it out.
A shrimp in an undercovered pond.
I take the shrimp.
It's a
Shrimp
whole
is
different ecology
completely-
down here.
The shrimp is like completely translucent. It also doesn't seem to have eyes.
Please tell
I'll
me it's a
take-
magical shrimp that fries rice whenever it touches it.
I'll take the shrimp and I'll just be like,
Mm.
we're friends, and I'll try to like I'm at the water now, close, and then like Zarius looks super shaky, like he's really nervous, and he's like, "Thank you."
The last thing the noodle says before speak with animals runs out is crunchy.
Zarius kind of like pats its head if it lets him.
It's strangled.
He feels really like slimy, like slimy and soft, kind of
I rub him a bit.
like an
and-
underwater sponge.
Amber, does this creature look like it is suffering from any diseases or malfunctions?
It's suffering from existence. It's got no eyes. And it just goes.
It's trapped in this fucking pond forever and he cannot see.
The guy
What
lives in a
if it's got a
6 foot wide,
disease?
half a foot deep.
Yeah,
pond.
I'm asking if he's sick because I know he's blind.
You want to
if
make
he's-
a intelligence animal handling check, Lords?
Can you cure blindness with lesser restoration?
He doesn't have.
I don't think you can make him grow eyes.
What if you can? I mean, he's currently
Don't
affected by
scream.
the blindness condition, so mechanically,
Oh
the
my
cast
God.
of lesser restoration would.
The restoration, a fucking tear appears in his face and two eyes just like flop out.
It starts screaming because it has never experienced vision
Lights,
before.
turn it off!
Please make me a check, Lawrence.
Dear God.
Dark powers check.
What is that? Is that a 12?
Yes.
Is it the end result a 12?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Whew. In that case, Lawrence, you don't believe that it suffers from any diseases. It looks very pale and strange, but you also know from your many years sitting there looking through books, not I mean, do people believe in evolution? Yeah, I guess. This is not. It's not. It's not that kind of world, you know. But there's many different creatures that are adapted for many different, environments, and most of you could come to the conclusion that this creature lives in a place where it lives always in the dark. Like it has absolutely. It doesn't have any need for eyes.
That is true.
It seems to respond to stimuli in the form of movement, which is why it came closer when it saw ripples in the water, when it felt ripples in the water when Vincent was there, but
In the
it
form
doesn't
of
appear to
leaves.
be sick.
That is good.
So, are we done interrogating the water noodle?
Yeah, I got a
Yes,
crunchy little
Tucker
shrimp
says,
out of it.
plopping some
Seems
algae
yeah.
in the vial. I do believe we're ready.
I will just
Alright.
pat it and just be like, goodbye, buddy. And then I'll leave.
The noodle drifts away into its foot deep pond.
Amber, does the algae stop glowing after I remove it?
No.
Nice.
After a while, when the water goes still, it will stop. It will stop glowing. But then if you jiggle it again, it begins again.
What if I take a piece? Does the piece stop glowing?
If you take it out of the water for an extended period of time, it will.
I will fill the vial with water then and take some pieces of algae. All right, let's head onwards.
Yeah.
I look at the little shrimp. Thanks, buddy.
The shrimp looks at you. You're welcome.
No, not you. No, I'm kidding.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yo, where's the rice?
What do you do with the shrimp, Zarius?
the rice,
No, I'm gonna grab a bit of grab a vial of water and keep it there.
You gonna eat that shrimp? I'm just gonna eye up the shrimp.
I look at you in a way, maybe.
You're gonna make us dinner,
Are you?
guys.
Serious, you don't even know what it came from.
No, I'm not gonna eat it, but I'm gonna eat it in a way.
That's the
Well,
same
it's-
thing, just with in a
it's
way
for-
in front of the sentence.
It's for a test.
You guys can keep walking
Fucking.
while this goes on.
Yep.
I was just thinking, we could pull up a fire, cook the shrimp, share it
One-
between all of us.
One shrimp.
No,
One shrimp.
That's not a lot of food.
no, I need it for a test. I'll do it tonight.
Oh, sure. He needs it
or
for a test, guys. He's keeping
Yeah.
it all to himself.
He pulls out the shrimp. Like, do you want to know it? Do you want to see it? Do you want to see it? This is like one of the first times I'm trying. Do you want to see it?
I swear to God, if you put it in your mouth.
I'm not putting it in my mouth.
Go on, put it in your mouth.
Vincent, stop.
I'll
He
sh-
already
I'll sh-
does dumb
I
things.
will
all
give
the
you
time.
2 golden pieces to put it in your
Don't.
mouth.
No, please.
Sorry, it's just like
Oh, he'll take it.
He's broke. He will take that offer. Please don't do it.
Zarius looks at him as like, I am the bee-eating champion of Nova Square.
It's true.
That's what I'm telling you. He already does these things. I don't want people to endorse him.
But no, not this time. I'm gonna have to try it out.
Alright.
Something.
My bet is it'd make you glow like the algae. That'd be fun.
That'd be
No.
useful.
Is there anything else that happens, Amber, during our travel?
It's funny that you should say that.
Or
He
just-
got attacked by the bee here. That was the mum of the
The mum
little-
shrimp. The mama shrimp.
shrimp.
comes to castle.
It's a giant blue crayfish.
Oh boy. Oh, what's Arviston doing here?
Anyway, the only thing that you can take note of during the latter half of today's travel is the occasional tremor in the tunnels that grows beyond what you're used to. Like there are earthquakes, there are tremors, in Blacklaw Mountain. A little bit more of them in the past few weeks, but during during one part of your travel, there is a tremor that grows so intense that some of you have to literally find your footing and hold on to the wall for a short while.
Get the purple worm killer ready at all time.
Mm-hmm.
After that giant tremor happens and it calms down, I'm just gonna look around and be like, sorry guys, I'm quite hungry.
I have a shrimp.
That was quite the rumble then. I think we're supposed to camp very soon. We should stop somewhere nearby for the day.
That's a
Yeah.
good idea to go camping now.
Yeah.
I've been
As we go
traveling for a
camping,
while.
Cyrus holds out his finger. Fine. You guys want to see it?
I don't know what you're trying to do, Zarius, but
If
sure.
I say no, will that stop you?
No.
There you go.
Cyrus sits down and pulls out the shrimp that he's kept in a bit of water.
Mhm.
And as he does so, you will see the cracks in his scales almost start to light up, like like the as if you know the color of his acid that his wings are made of, as if that is flowing through the entirety of all of the cracks that are in his scales. You know, the little in between parts. Whereas his ashen hands become ashen black. Like they were already black before, but now they just all like become completely dark. The acid wings that he makes appear still there, but you see from the tip are these, like, you know, where the joints would be of these wings would be these bone structures. Like they're actually like bone wings with the acid as the filament. What is it called? The
Ligament.
you know
Ligament.
ligament, yeah, that is in between there. As he literally holds the shrimp, looks at it for a moment. Amber, I'm doing this. Where is it? I'm doing this.
Is this
All
guy
right.
gonna spontaneously combust or something? What the hell's
I
going
have
on?
no idea. He always tries dumb shit on his own, and then we have to fix the problem.
No, this is what I was taught by Amon. As he just
Mm.
Oh yes.
puts the
that makes
shrimp
it
on the
better.
ground and just crushes it.
What?
Oh!
What?
Vincent will actually let out that sound and gasp.
That was traumatizing for me.
Lawrence
What the hell?
eyebrows go up.
Yes, it is. -2 dark powers right now.
But
Remove
he-
it.
He just he crushes it,
I'm a
and
blind,
then
helpless shrimp.
then he literally
Fuck.
just like makes like a small, basically like I guess moss grow because it's fucking caves. It's the only type of thing. Like makes small moss grow underneath it. Like as the entire shrimp is gone, by the way. Like in the moment he crushed it in the moss.
-1 dark power for killing an innocent, and minus another one for killing a paraplegic.
You monster.
You're a monster,
Right.
Zarius.
All
Jesus.
right.
Is that what Aemon teaches you? Is that what he teaches you, Zarius?
Just be
Is it-
concerned about Amon.
But Zarius is like it's so far I've only tried it with smaller, like really small things. But if you do it with, like Amon taught me, if I do it with a bigger thing, I can basically pull the last bits of its life out of it to restore someone else's life.
Togas will pull.
You got taught to crush things by someone.
No,
Togas
I
will
didn't.
tug Vittorio's sleeve and like lean in and whisper. I think he might become a serial killer. You need to
No,
keep an eye on him.
it's the cycle of life.
Too bad Zarius, I whispered it.
Have
Look at
you,
Oh my god.
He looks at it. It's like, have you guys never read The Elven King? You know the book.
When do you think I had time to read The Elven King, where all I've done so far is trying to kill multiple things that try to kill me instead?
Well, you know, now if you kill some of that, I can use their life to restore yours.
I
If it turns
see.
them into moss, I would say please don't, because we need what we kill. Because, you know, our living is also partially for what we can scavenge of our adventures.
Yeah, I'll only do it with like things that we need to. You know, it's. But I'm gonna do it if otherwise one of you dies.
I mean, that's
Uh,
fair enough. I
It's a
suppose.
cycle of life type of things.
He was so young. He had so much life ahead of him.
You know,
would have become such a big shrimp.
Uh,
It was ready to go to Oxford and become get a doctorate. He
So-
would have
sorry.
been an engineer, first class.
like Zarius very seriously looks at Vincent and says, "You know, I was taught of this by one of the lost elven gods."
Yeah, me too, actually.
No, we all met him. This
what
is
do you
fact.
mean, want me to?
Just
Went
gonna
to
lean-
crush shrimp.
I
by
just
the-
gonna lean back. Just gonna lean back and just have a smug, shit-eating grin. Yeah, that god
So-
taught me as well because I'm an elf. So yeah,
No, he's called Amon. We all actually met him.
me too.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
How do they look like?
I love this guy. Jesus Christ. Ugh.
I mean, he's different to everyone, isn't he? You know,
Yes, well, he is a god.
gods in the image of their people. So to me, it'd be different than to you.
No. Like, what?
That's not very, like.
Well, Zarius, it's
like,
not very
considerate of other
inclusive.
people's beliefs.
Yeah, it's not really inclusive to refute someone else's beliefs.
No, I'm
Wow.
just.
Victoria's just gonna like lean in over. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Lean into to Vincent, like pats him on the shoulder. It's like there's actually a temple not far from the enclave with this Amon. Just so you know, he's actually there.
Yeah, I'm not lying.
Oh, me either.
I just looked at him like, okay.
I,
Oh, so you're one of the cultists. You joined the cult.
no.
Oh.
Cult of crushing small animals.
That's a fucking weird cult, bro.
It's just as a dark elf, I was given the honor of it. Yep.
I see. Well, then we'll have a
what
few things
elf?
to talk about as we rest, because I do have a few questions in that case.
Oh. Right. Yeah. About yeah. I can.
We should probably
teach
get to
you.
move on then. We're
Yeah,
running
I
out
can-
of looks up day.
Well, we're camping. Like Zari's
It's
did
time for
this while
camping.
camping.
I can
We're
definitely.
camping in front of the shrimp pond.
No, you've already
No,
gone
we
through it.
moved away from there.
Just keep talking while camping.
Right.
Oh.
I guess you can show me your vile curse now.
You can adjust yourself based on your watch order on the thing on your little sheet of paper here. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll stick with the first watch. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll go
Yeah.
second.
I'll go.
Or it's not even in the watch order. He's like, yeah,
go
yeah,
for
this is
it.
good.
How many watches do you guys do?
4.
One.
4.
Oh well, 4. I'm doing 1.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I
one
will-
each. You dumbass.
I will take whichever one is available.
You can go on the third.
Very well.
oh no, hidden dice.
There's nothing to be concerned about. children.
D4, 4 faces, like our watches.
Yeah, fine. It's the shrimp god. He's this is very
This
fun.
how many decades of life he's gonna suck out of Zarius for that one?
Vincent, can you roll me a D100?
Ah, jeez.
Oh boy!
If you
Vince.
say no, she legally cannot make you do that.
Yeah,
Is
exactly. Just
there-
say
If
no.
you say no, she picks from the D100
yeah.
table instead.
That problem?
Yeah, which is arguably worse.
Well, way cooler. Way cooler.
I think it's cooler to pick from the table as well.
But alas, it's a 35.
Sometimes I increase the table size by 1 and then tell players if they roll the maximum amount they can pick.
Yeah, and
Yes.
then the maximum amount is like, oh, so anyway, here's an Avernian Sandkraken.
What? No, I say no. I increase the table size by 1, and then if you roll on that though.
Oh yeah. No,
So you have to roll a 101 on a D100. I see how it is.
That reminds me, I need a roll for the next loot pile you guys find.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
All right, 35, Amber. What kind of fucked up shit do we see?
Alright. It's not even that bad. Or
Is
is
it the noodle following
No.
us?
Vincent, as you are keeping watch
Hunting
by
us.
yourself
Mhm.
around the 5th hour, that while everybody else is snoozing, you hear a sound
No. Oh, sorry.
echoing off the walls of the tunnel the howl of a wolf.
Do I know which direction of this tunnel? Because it's echoing from them, but is it like in front of me, behind me?
Can you make me a perception check?
Yeah. $17.
It seems to originate from the direction that you came from.
Okay. How? Well, it'd be too hard to tell how close it is to me with the echoing of the sound, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I'll ready myself and poke with the back of my halberd whoever's closest to me.
That's a good
Who
question.
would you sleep next to? That's kind of the question.
TaleChasers is like the size of a teddy bear.
Whoa, slow down there. What are you? What are you assuming?
Actually, knowing the knowledge of these people, I'm gonna wake up Vittorio.
Smart choice.
All right. Yeah,
I'm
I'm
he's,
just gonna feel the poke of the blunt end of a halberd in your stomach.
he's like, what's up?
I hear some sort of howling echoing from where we came from. Sounds like a wolf to me, but you're the hunter.
Well, get up.
You guys know that you're miles underneath the ground.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, fucking hope it's not, not more of those fucking wolf and troikas. And I would also like to have a listen, I guess.
I was gonna say, since I've heard the howl, can I make some sort of check to try and figure out maybe what it could be akin to? Or...
Sure, you may make a. What kind of check would this be? An intelligence, animal handling, identification, intelligence, perception. I think intelligence, animal handling is like.
Okay.
That sounds good to me.
I can assist if you would like, if I'm allowed.
Not allowed.
All right, then you can just click the little plus and roll at advantage.
Way!
Hey, Natori.
I'm a monster hunter after all. Maybe I can glean something of this.
You definitely glean something from this, Vincent, because what you are hearing is not the howl of a wolf. It is the sound. It is almost as though multiple animal sounds have been taken and layered over one another to make a very close approximation to the howling of a wolf.
I did say absolute eldritch monstrosity, didn't I?
When you next hear it, it appears to be further away.
Whew.
Oh, okay. So it's getting away from me rather than closer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But
So
it does not sound like it is of this world. It does not sound like
Yeah.
a natural phenomenon or natural animal here.
okay. As far as I can tell from the howl of it, it's almost like they've shoved together a bunch of different monsters, and I don't know. It doesn't seem very natural.
No, that makes sense. Blackclaw likes to, let's just say, mutate a lot of the creatures. They're not really, like they are outside most of the time. No, can't say I've run into anything like that
Seems to be
before.
getting further away from us, though. So maybe it's nothing for us to worry about.
Sounds like, sounds like it's not our problem right now. Which I suppose is fine.
So, is this how much more time would it have been until everyone's like fully done sleeping?
I think 2 more hours or
At least 2
4
hours.
Yeah.
Just wondering whether we should start moving. I'll say to Vittorio, since it's in the direction of where we came from, maybe it's smart if we pick up and start moving again.
He's like, well, as you know...
Vincent has already completed his
Yeah,
watch after 4 hours.
exactly. Sure, like, well, as you know, most of us here require a little bit more sleep than your trans.
Oh, yeah.
But, just keep your eyes and ears peeled, and hear it again. Just wake me again, and we can see about moving if we really need to.
All right.
An hour of movement, that you can
Yeah.
actually march.
Yeah, I know it's an hour of quote unquote light activity.
No, you have 2 hours of light activity, 1 hour of like active activity, like fighting or
yes, that is true.
walking.
Yeah.
Marching.
Yep.
All right. Very
All
well.
right. I'll let you go back to sleep then, and I'm just gonna settle back on the stone that I was sat on, I guess. I'm just gonna look in the same direction. I'm just going to, for the remainder of my hour or whatever else I've got left to watch. Oh no, because I'm done translating, so I can just stay up now, so that's fine.
All right.
I'll just gaze into that tunnel.
Hmm.
Oh, would you look at that? It turned around.
Would you look at that?
Amber,
It
since
does
me
not
and
come for you.
Tokus,
Oh, nice.
Yes.
since me and Tokus were on the watch before, and he wanted me to look at his curse thing, could
Yep.
we do that during the watch?
No, you can remove curse togas if you would like.
Oh, I just want to see
Appreciate that.
what is the curse? What does Tokus say to Lord?
Yeah.
Oh well, this shadow orb we go back in the Stoya. Did something to my shadow, quite weird. I know that you got this new spell. I'm wondering if that will do anything.
I see. So you want to rid yourself of this thing that's taken your shadow.
Well, yeah, in a sort of way. I actually don't know what the curse effect is, but I imagine that it did something to me, and by the looks of it, it's too ominous to be beneficial. So, yep, I'm wondering if your spell will do anything about it.
Yeah, it should be able to remove a curse, from what I understand. I've not cast it full, but I'll
Well,
have
I
to
guess,
try.
yeah, I can be your first subject.
All right. Here we go.
Mark, what does the
Well,
remove curse look like for you?
well, since Lawrence's power is very much innate, rather than some like practiced, are some kind of like practiced art.
Mhm.
And this is the first time Lawrence has kind of cast it. I just imagine it is. He will reach out to the target, which is in this case, Tokas, and there'll be the. He'll speak the command word, or I guess he'll speak a prayer of some kind. Wishing he be free from the malices that bind themselves to him
All right.
by his will and under his light. And probably like a sign of sorcery being cast, in the sense that there's the usual almost like luminescent glow of the almost like blood kind of going up Lawrence's veins of the hand that he's touching Tokas on. And once those fade, they appear kind of glowing up almost. It looks, I don't know if you've ever seen like an IV, like in a movie, and someone's IV goes down like a tube and then into the needle, which goes into the person's arm. Kind of like that, but you could see the veins of Lawrence just go like pull on the arm and then fade out, and then yeah, that's what he does. Cast the spell.
All right. Removing, untangling all of the strands of the curse that you think afflicts Togas. There's like a snap or a pull. Togas, you are no longer tuned to the shadow orb, but you don't get your shadow back.
Figured as much.
You're shadowless now.
Great. At least I have a cool personality trait. I'm gonna ask this out
That is
of
my
character.
personality.
That's only the shadow orb that I am attuned to,
Um,
right?
what else are you attuned to right now?
The only thing I'm attuned to is my siege metal ram, which I don't think it's cursed. And the second thing is the shard of Burkus's heart.
Yep, you only want to get unattuned from the orb.
All right.
The ash orb. Broken.
Bloop. People surprise. Wait, I don't want this thing anymore. That is weird. You look at the orb and then look at his missing shadow, because I believe we are in front of like a campfire or something. Well, that is quite weird. I don't feel a deep attachment to it anymore, which is also quite weird. The weirdest thing is, though, and he points behind him, that is missing. I'll have to find a way to fix that as well.
Sure. Sure, you'll find a way to, I guess.
Yeah, one way or another.
However, it has been mildly concerning that it has been missing for as long as it has. I can't remember bringing it up when we were in the quarantine district, but you promptly pushed it away.
Yes, I believe it might have been this thing. I tried to barter some items to Ayani, and for some reason I really didn't want to give it away. I'll refrain to touching it further than I did previously. And he takes a cloth and wraps it around the orb, and then he plops it in this backpack. I'm sure Ayani will be glad to have a newcomer in his collection.
That they will.
All right. With that, we can round off this long rest, and you guys can continue.
Very
It
well.
shouldn't be
go.
more than half a day now.
Yeah, Tokas, I'll scout again, and I'll trust your guidance.
Of course.
All right,
You know-
Tokas, let's see that.
I-
Let's see that navigation check.
Why do you do that to me?
Take us home.
Country road.
Since I'm now curse ridden, I had such wonderful dreams that they showed me the way. They showed me where to go. So
Nice.
I can tell you for certainty that
No.
I roll a 25.
Oh.
Do you?
Divination
Yes.
wizard moment.
A 25 roll
Country
plus 9 is 30. Okay.
Take me
Yeah, that's what that's. All right, Tokas is certain this morning that he knows. Lawrence, please. I know you
Sorry.
you may sing Kumbaya when we get on the road, but first, you guys travel. And in the early hours of your second day, you encounter an obstacle.
Oh, what is it?
As you stand on a ledge, looking down, you see a staircase. There's like a ladder that has been sunken into this cavern wall here, going down to a lower platform, which is one of the first signs of like people or life having been here. Someone has been here to put infrastructure into
People
this
life.
place.
Mm.
But also, beyond this second platform that's lower down is a huge chasm that splits the cavern wide open. And spanning across the chasm is the humongous but narrow spine of something ancient and long dead.
Is it
Oh,
creating a
no.
bridge between like the two ends of the chasm?
Yes,
Oh,
Is it a
wow.
rogue titan?
there's no head or any other body parts attached, it's just the spine.
Does it look like
It's huge.
a humanoid spine?
Do you want to get closer and have a look?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, we gotta get to the other side anyways, right?
Can I, since we're quote unquote almost at a vantage point, right? We're quite high up from here and we can see everything from above. Can I just Assassin's Creed squat over the edge and perceive?
Very well, you may.
See if I can find any unwanted existences. 16.
I wait a minute. Never mind. I figured something out.
Vincent, peering over the edge and looking beyond just the spine that forms a bridge, you can see that there are these thin strands of white filament that stretch across the chasm below in intricate patterns.
Oh, here's the
Spider
spiders.
webs.
Oh,
Okay.
But more than just that, because it's almost as though in the darkness of the cavern there are these small beams of blue light that crackle along the strands of this webbing.
Magical spiders. Wonderful.
Oh, not
Oh, no.
again.
So, looks like we got ourselves some creatures in the distance. Or at least the webbings of some.
Zeus just kind of like realizes,
Mhm.
like, turns towards you for a moment, says, "Can you see just as far as I can?"
Well, in the business of monster hunting, keeping a sharp eye out keeps us alive.
Oh,
We
yeah,
smart.
Mm.
but some of these guys are like blind as a bat when it comes to darkness.
Well, you know,
We're
my
sorry we
people,
didn't sell our souls.
I mean, it's just a trait of my people, I guess. Small gift. You know how we were talking about people that adapt to dark places?
I heard some kind of a creature like the back of my mind say that. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, it's kind of like us. Stay in a place long enough that's dark, and you'll adapt to it.
Or like Lauren says, sell your soul. Yeah.
I
Oh, you
suppose.
could do that, but I like my soul where it is.
Yeah,
Who
I
doesn't?
kind of regret that decision. I agree.
Oh, you mean you act? Of course you did.
Well, not. I was like 4 years old. I didn't have much control over it.
Yep, of course. So back to the magical spiders.
Yes. Are they blue?
Amber, can I look?
Yeah, there's teleporting ones again.
That is exactly what I'm trying to discern. Tuckus
Zarius can do a witch sight check.
will join Vincent at the ledge, and could I make a nature or intelligence animal handling check to discern if this does look like phase of spider webbing of sort?
They're going to consolidate people who are actual monster hunters.
Well, of course, I'm going to ask Victoria and Vincent as well.
I
I
see.
stand at the back and keep a lookout because I'm neither monster hunter nor arcanist.
I'm an
Uh,
arcanist.
Yeah. I mean, Vittorio can quote unquote help out if that's what you're trying to get at.
Yeah. You have more information than I do on this topic. Well, different, I guess.
Let's see. You guys can make different checks.
Okay.
Oh, sure.
Either you can either look at an animal handling check or an intelligence arcana check.
Oh, I can do
Like
the
an
Arcana as
Arcanine.
well. Yeah. Do we want to go together, Tokas? Like, think about it with each other?
Sure. Brief storm while we let the two monster hunters think about the animal stuff.
They
Yeah.
do monster hunters looking at this? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
sure. If I've seen anything like this before, I definitely want to try and recall that information.
Okay, you can help each other out.
Very
Alright.
well.
Arcanine.
Would you like to help me or the other way around?
I can help you.
Very well. Let's see what two monster hunter heads can come up with.
Let's go. And I will roll Arcana, helped by Zarius.
Yes.
Hey.
Magic versus animal.
Wow.
Hey!
Let's go!
Hey!
Five!
Dream team!
Hey!
Absolute dream team, yeah.
I'm gonna say that you two get your information from Vittorio and Vincent first before you can make a thing, because it's a monster hunter thing, I assure you.
Victoria probably pulls out his not monster manual and just flicks through pages and is like, yes, maybe I've noted down something about this.
You two, monster hunters, are pretty sure that you are looking at the webbing of. let me pull out. I can show you the map. Put together a map today as well.
Oh.
Wow. I don't have a spine image though, but I have this.
I'll make it, don't worry about it.
Let me give Lawrence a thing real quick. Lawrence doesn't have
God.
any light.
I am lightless. Thus I am sad.
Look at that!
There you go. You are pretty sure that you are looking at the webbing of Spy Thronar, also known as shocking arachnids.
Oh, fuck.
Wonderful.
These are spiders that have been touched by the power of primordial lightning.
Oh, wonderful. Do we know any weaknesses?
Let's
Plastic
have a look
boots.
here.
Plastic. Wearing rubber suits.
Rubber boots. If you have a rubber weapon, it deals twice as much damage as its normal
Oh,
counterpart.
well, matter of fact.
Matter of fact, I did bring my my rubber glaive.
Yeah.
Vulnerabilities, not so much. But you know that these creatures, like every single aspect of them, is dangerous. They make egg sacs that literally discharge lightning.
Sick.
Because they literally charge the silken strand with said lightning, but it goes beyond this, because some monster hunters claim that when they infuse the silken strands, they give some sort of primordial sentience to it, making their webs almost like living creatures.
Oh, shit.
Sick. Lovely.
Oh, so what we have in front of you may not be the spiders, but the webs that we're looking at are also sentient. Wonderful.
The webs talking to each other. Look at those idiots! Yeah, they're so
Look at
dumb.
those idiots!
Oh, God.
Delicious! Meanwhile, Tokas and Zarius, knowing what you're dealing with here, you guys know applications for these creatures because their silk is prized but worthless if you spit acid or use fire upon the web.
Doris is like,
Shit.
Zarius just sees Tokus' eyes light up, and he's like, "Oh fuck, crap! Calm, Tokus. We need to first prioritize our lives."
One webbing is enough to make like silken rope or very fine clothing, but a proficient alchemist might be able to use the same amount of silk to make a potion of lightning resistance,
Ooh.
or a blade oil that
Ooh.
gives a metal weapon the ability to deal an extra 1d6 lightning damage for an hour.
Nice.
That's hot.
Ooh. Okay, hats off. It's time to endanger our lives for a stupid piece of silk.
Yeah,
You
Zarius
said
like,
that these webbings are below the spinal bridge, or are they also?
They are literally cascading down the sides of the bridge. There's also like this big webbing that is like hanging on the ceiling, but it seems way too far, like out of
Mama
reach
spider.
to be able
Is
to
it
get it.
also covering the other side, like the other side of the solid ground, so the other end of the bridge, where we're going?
From where Zarius can see, no. Like there's no webbing that actually go. Like this is the webbing that you see here. Zarius is the one that hangs on the ceiling. Like if you walk
Right.
under it, you'll see
Oh.
it's a roof tile. Like you just go underneath it. But
Okay.
all the other ones are like hanging in the chasm, like at varying heights.
So like this is like the sides here, that,
Yes,
but
and there's like
this is like roof.
yeah, this one is on. Can I move it? I think I can move it. Wait.
Oh, Sari is
What's this
going all
Oh,
wobbly.
the man power!
one?
The fuck?
I didn't know what the fuck happened, but
Put him down right now.
I'll make it invisible for a bit. There you go. Oh no, Zarius, no!
I don't know why that
Delete
why.
filter. There we go. I don't know. You may have put a
Um,
Oh wait, it was me. I can put 6 evil aura.
Please.
Vittorio,
Yeah.
no.
I look at the rest, and then I will look at Tokus like, so I have a proposition. We can risk our lives, but make a ton of money if we were to fight these sentient spider webs.
Or we can get through to the other side of the bridge without being touched and carry on with our journey.
It's a proposition that you guys can think about for an entire week.
Oh,
This
okay.
seems like a good place to end session for tonight.
Yeah.
Don't
Very
worry, it's
well.
not always a cliffhanger. Wait, you're on a cliff though. Time to shove you off.
Hey,
I so want to just grab a stone and throw it and see how the spiderwebs react since they're sentient.
I so want to fireball the entire place and see
Oh,
what
yeah.
happens.
But
Well,
No, you ruined the silk.
Happens.
yeah.
All that money.
Well, yeah, I guess we'll have an entire week to think that through. Maybe
I will do.
maybe we can get to the end of the bridge and get some webbing before getting off the bridge. Who knows?
Who knows? Find out
alternative.
Thank
Death.
next week.
Yeah. Thank you all for sticking around and watching. Hope you
Haha,
enjoyed it.
sticking around.
Yes, and thank you very much to Brandon. I hope we haven't traumatized you too much.
Oh, this has been ideal. Thank you all so much for the opportunity. This has been absolutely ideal. Not been able to be a player for so long, and now I'm just loving life.
Nice.
Good. We love having you.
So Brandon was only here for one session, right?
Yeah, he was,
Oh yeah.
Vincent jumps off
falls
the
down the
bridge.
hole and just dies.
You know, you're right. Maybe those silks are actually worth it and jumps into them.
Vincent's like, oh, my people. He jumps into the chasm and doesn't come back anymore.
Oh,
Thank you for bringing me where I wanted to go.
of course.
Mission accomplished.
We will have
Level up.
Brandon. We will have Brandon for a while, as long as he's willing to put up with us. You know.
Oh hell yeah! As long as you're willing to put up with Vincent, I'm more than happy.
I mean, we just know two things. Vincent has a thing for hats.
Yeah,
And
And as a thing for snuffing out suns.
yeah.
which is a bit
Well,
concerning.
A little bit like
Oh,
Zarius has a
actually-
thing for sniffing out life. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting to think Zarius is straying towards the path of light. I'm starting to feel like it's going towards that darkness that you should never approach.
What do you mean? Zarius has a great dark power score.
I feel like that's
Alright.
gonna go down quickly if you keep
Darius
stopping
is
intrusive.
going towards the light, but he just keeps on going. Like he's getting way
There's
too close
just-
to the sun.
There's so much bleakness, and then I just have Vincent in the middle being like, "It's all gonna be okay, guys."
I don't think it's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
we just want to make some money.
Nice.
Everything. It's gonna be alright. Oh, by the way, I didn't really understand how the box was related to the sword.
We can talk about the box after session. For now, we're
Yes.
just gonna close off the stream and
Yes,
relax.
Indeed.
We will see you guys
next
next
Friday.
week.
Yeah.
Correct.
And I'll see you guys
Have a good day.
tomorrow. Have a good
That's
day.
true.
And Mark will see you tomorrow.
Have a good day and a good night.
Good night,
Have a
everyone.
good night.
Good night.
Good
Bye bye.
Bye.
It's brilliant.
Shut up.
Fuck.